Oh, yeah, y'all. It is indeed the most wonderful time of the year. The NBA playoffs 2024 is finally up on us, man. It's been a long journey to get to this point, but we're here. This is where legends are made. This is where the elite is separated from the frauds. This is where a championship will be crowned. So let's get into it, fellas. How you feel about the season finale yesterday?
I feel like we just wasn't we just talking about who's going to be the number one seed and who's going to be the league MVP and how the season was going to turn out? Here we are, a week before the playoffs. Like, damn.
Oh, so it's not the playoffs yet.
No, it's not the playoffs yet.
Nah, this week is like a lead up. It's like
playoffs have not started. Playoffs start on Sunday. Playoffs start on Saturday. Playoffs have not started yet. But
Mars, you don't feel like this is playoffs?
Nah, I feel like it's we're at the trailers right now when you go to the movies. Like you just gotta sit, you just gotta wait, get through the play-in, and then the real movie starts. That's
20 minutes of previews, Mars.
Yeah, that's
but it's gonna be some good previews though. And then
maybe I'll see some movies. I'm like, okay, yeah, this trailer right here, I might go watch this movie later another time. But you're still delaying my actual wanting to watch the movie. I
actually didn't pay to see that. I came to see the other thing. No, I did not. So
and so that's why you do like Big Ox and show up late to the movie.
I mean,
so sure. Ron, if we're gonna discuss it, yesterday, the seedings, all of that stuff. Am I ridiculous to think that boxers, the example that I made, boxers fight other boxers when they're weak? Ox brought this up like with the art of war. Boxers fight boxers when they're weak so they can have an advantage. Teams hunt matchups in the playoffs. Like you're going to see guys hunt Damian Lillard. You see guys hunt Luka. You see guys hunt Trae Young. You see teams doing that. Am I ridiculous to think that teams actually hunt teams in the playoffs to go, okay, maybe we can avoid this crew off the strength that we feel like we can beat this team? We're eventually going to see this team, but I'd much rather see them when I'm stronger as opposed to right now. And maybe when I see them later on, they may be weaker. Am I ridiculous to think that?
Did you see the Cavs?
That's exactly who I was talking about, Mars. That's exactly who I was thinking about, Mars. Of all the teams, I'm thinking the Cavs are looking at Orlando like we can beat them. If the Cavs had a shot at the number one seed yesterday, they would have played all their guys. I'm certain that they would have played all their guys. But the fact that they didn't have a shot at the number one seed, they actually had a shot at the number two seed. But I think the difference here is I'm not sure that they wanted to see those other teams this early. I think that they feel like they got a better shot against Orlando now than they would against maybe the Knicks now or maybe Miami now, as opposed to in the next round when they feel a little sharper.
Even the Suns, though, y'all seen the way the Suns came out and played. They were like, because they knew Denver wasn't going to fall to the number 3 seed. Mm-hmm. They're like, if we can just get to this number 6 seed, we're either going to play OKC or more than likely we're going to play the Wolves. Mm-hmm. And you've seen how they turned it up. They were like, it's no way. We don't want to get that top 2 seed. Or we don't want to, first off, we don't want to fall into the play-in. That's a trap in and of itself. But if we make it out the play-in, it's a chance we got to see Denver. We don't want to do that.
And I think we delaying the inevitable off the strength that we all going to have to see Denver. Denver is the elephant in the room. Denver's the champ. So you can't avoid them forever. Eventually, they're the champs. Eventually, no, you can't, Mars.
The Lakers might get them out round one. Hey, we'll get to it. The Lakers might get them out.
You can't avoid these dudes forever. Eventually, you have to deal with them, right? But I think the idea, even though Nick Wright made a really good point about how the first round is and how it's spread out and as much rest you get, I feel like when you get later on in the playoffs, when you run up on the better teams, you get against better schemes, I feel like your team, the teams that win, I feel like those teams are better and we sharper. So maybe, just maybe, when we get later on in these rounds, I feel a lot better about my crew going up against this team than I do right now.
Fellas, right quick, David Mujinaya, right from the top, sent through a $33.75 super chat, Canadian. He said matchups if NBA went 1 through 16. Side 1 of the bracket, Celtics versus Heat, Bucks versus Suns, 8-9. For number 4 Wolves versus the number 13 Lakers. The number 5 Clippers versus the number 12 Magic. Side 2, the number 2 OKC versus the number 15 76ers. Number 7 Knicks versus the number 10 Pelicans. Number 3 Nuggets versus the number 14 Pacers. And the number 6 Mavs versus the number 11 Cavs. Thoughts on this?
Celtics and Heat in the first round is insane. I think it should be 1-3-16 in my opinion, but I think that's unrealistic. No, I mean like that 1-3-16 bracket is still taking into the account that they're playing their regular conference schedules. I think teams' records would be different if you did the actual 1-16 formatting, which would be play every team 3 times. Then Houston would be in there. But of that bracket, I'm intrigued about the Suns and Bucks and the Heat Celtics. They would be very interesting series. So I would enjoy it.
But if I'm not mistaken, Mars, if the Heat end up losing to Philly, which I think they're going to lose to Philly, you're going to get that anyway. So why do we need a 1-16 in order for that to happen? And with the Bucks and the Suns, wouldn't that matchup be a lot better if it was in the finals as opposed to in the first round of the playoffs?
I mean, most matchups would be better if they were in the finals. I'd love to see a Boston-Miami finals. We just can't get it because they're in the same conference.
Right.
Now, I mean, 1-16, you can see any matchup you want in the finals. If you want to see Philly versus Milwaukee and they're on other sides of the bracket, you can see it in the finals. Now you don't get the benefit of just being in a weaker conference, making the finals and getting smoked. Now, I mean, you're just playing against the best teams regardless of conference. You don't get situations where bad teams make the final. Well, not bad, but less equipped teams make the finals due to a easier run because now you can't just hide in your conference. I think it's just better.
Yeah, I still feel like the Eastern Conference champion and the Western Conference champion, I still feel like that means something. And the fact that you may play in a weaker conference, you still get the best team in that conference. This isn't a situation where you don't get the best team. Like, for example, last year with the Miami Heat. Was Miami actual 8 seed last year? I don't think they were a conventional 8 seed last year. And because of that, we saw what happened in the playoffs. But we also saw something astronomical from them. Now, I don't think we're going to see that again. The point that I'm making with that is more times than not, the best teams win in the playoffs. More times than not, you see the better teams move on, even though you'll have some anomalies like the Atlanta Hawks beating Philly. Atlanta had no business beating Philly in that series. None whatsoever. But with that being said, the majority of the time, the better teams win. Whether you get a 1 versus 16 matchup, whether you get these teams in the Eastern Conference, you still get the best team that ends up winning more times than not. You might have an anomaly, but and I'm over that whole Miami. I feel like you guys are really asking these dudes to do something astronomical again. That's just not realistic.
Chill, you're right. It's not. But if we've seen, like, let's say Tyson Fury, for instance, if we've seen Tyson Fury get knocked out by inferior competition, then it's not crazy to say like he's probably going to win this fight, but he might get put on. He might get put to sleep.
Right.
We've seen it happen before, and we've seen it happen with this specific fighter, aka the Miami Heat. We've seen him it's been the last 4 years. We've seen him make 2 finals runs.
Right.
We've seen them as the lesser seed knock down bigger seeds, teams that they weren't supposed to beat. And on top of that, we know that at the end of the day, they have the biggest X factor in Eric Spoelstra.
So with this Miami Heat team in 2020, I think they were the number 5 seed. That's a top 5 seed. So it's not ridiculous to think that a top 5 seed could make the NBA Finals. In 2022, they lose as the number 1 seed. They're basically in a dogfight in Game 7. And then last year, that was an anomaly, them winning as the 8th seed. I don't think that, again, this is an 8 seed who the last time the 8 seed went to the NBA Finals, that was in 1999. It was 25 years ago. And it happened with Jimmy Butler against the Milwaukee Bucks having to average almost 38 a game in order for them to get out of round 1. That happened in order for them to do that. You asking him to do that again because that's what it's going to take again
but
for him to do that.
You can't agree that the Heat's the biggest wild card. They're the most unpredictable team in terms of they might play like you don't think so? When I say unpredictable, what I mean is they can play up to a crazy level, or they could just play like they've been playing throughout the regular season.
Actually, they can't, Ron. And the reason why I say that is because everything that's predicated on them winning is toughness. That's it. If you look at everything that they do, nothing suggests that they should win. Nothing. They got one of the worst
last year.
They got one of the worst. They got exactly. This is the point that I'm making about you repeating what you did. They got one of the worst offenses in the league. They got one of the worst long ball offenses in the league. They're one of the worst transition teams in the league in terms of offense. With all of that being said, they're going to go up against a better Boston team this year who doesn't play as fast but has one of the most efficient offenses. And you're predicating them winning on, they just tougher. And they're going to do something that's astronomical that wasn't the same as last year.
They could play the Knicks.
Yeah,
they could beat Philly. Like it's not out of the wrong possibility that they just win that playing game, play the Knicks, and then see the Bucks in round 2 and handle them.
Which is nuts to me. The fact that and think about like what you just said, Moss, and handle them. What would they have to do to handle Milwaukee?
You mean the Knicks?
No, we're assuming they just get past the Knicks because
we're assuming Miami, which I don't think that they would get past the Knicks. Let's just say for the sake of argument,
just for the sake of the conversation.
Just for the sake of argument, what would they have to do to get by Milwaukee? Now, before you answer that, Moss, I feel like when you're talking about heart issues, like how when guys have heart issues, I feel the same way about calf strains. And the reason why, because I know how serious it is. And the minute that if this looks a lot worse than it is, this dude should sit. If this was the regular season, Giannis would be out for a month. A whole month he'd be out for this because it would be more of a precaution. But I seen Giannis come back from a hyperextended knee where I thought he was done for the season. And this dude is catching lobs in the finals and getting 50. What the hell? All right. So with that being said, right? With that being said, Giannis, I'm going off Giannis being relatively healthy. What would Miami have to do outside of them in terms of mentally believing, we own these dudes? What would they have to do in order to beat Miami? See, that right there, Mars. That right there is my problem. That right there.
I mean, I have to think about it.
It's just ridiculous.
I'm not Eric Spoelstra. I'm not the basketball genius that he is. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest.
I'll tell you what they would have to do, Mars. They would have to repeat what they did last year. They would have to do.
They'd have to shoot extremely well from 3. Yeah, but I mean, there's matchups on the Bucks defense that favor Miami. Jimmy Butler getting smaller defenders on him, Damian Lillard, Pat Bev, Malik Beasley, those types. The Bucks really don't have any solid defense 1 through 3. It's really just Giannis and then Brook Lopez occasionally. And Miami being a jump shooting team that doesn't really get to the rim, you can get jump shots against the Bucks. It's pretty easy. Their pick and roll defense isn't very good. Very undersized. Bam has been making threes recently. That alongside against Giannis, they're probably still going to implement the wall, which is, I wonder how that work with Dame and Middleton on the wings, but maybe. Anything else that I don't know. That's the most rough game plan I can think of, but sure. I don't have anything in depth. Maybe if we get to that in the second round, I'll think about it a bit more. But
I'm trying to figure out why we're just assuming, and I know this was a hypothetical, but I would rather talk about Miami and the Heat or Miami and the Knicks.
Okay.
Like I think that series is, first off, it's going to be a dogfight. Second off, I don't know if Eric Spoelstra can coach his way out of that series.
Well, let's rewind, Mark. Let's rewind for a second, Ron. Are we assuming that they beat Philly?
Not assuming that they will, but I think they can.
Okay, sure, Mars, they can. And I could probably today, I could still run a 4.5 today.
It's not that crazy though. So you're making it seem like it's a very, very steep uphill battle.
You know what else on the flip side to that though, Ron? The flip side to that is they could miss the playoffs. Is it ridiculous to think that the Miami Heat could miss the playoffs this year?
Chicago could beat them in a one single game elimination. They nearly did it last year.
Mars, they went into double overtime against Atlanta like 4 nights ago, something like that, like a week ago. It was in double overtime. Is it ridiculous for me to think that they could lose and not make the playoffs? I don't think that that's ridiculous. I'm not saying that they're not going to make the playoffs, because I do think that they're going to make the playoffs. But I'm listening. I'm looking at what the Miami Heat are doing. The Miami Heat aren't substantially better than they were last year. So essentially what we're going off of, particularly when we talk about them against Boston, we're going off the fact that they're just tougher. That's it. That's all we going off of. And I think that we got a different crew I think that the Boston Celtics have a different crew from this year than they have last year. Them going up against the New York Knicks, in your estimation, Ron, when they go up against the New York Knicks, okay, that tough logic, they're not going to be able to do that with the Knicks. In fact, the Knicks, that's their game. They got a bunch of dirty work guys. Josh Hart, arguably the best rebounding guard in the league. Their offense runs through Brunson, and he gets whatever he wants, whenever he wants, just about against anybody. And I think that they exploit that matchup with Terry Rozier or Tyler Hero. They put him in a bunch of action, Tyler Hero in particular. I think that the Knicks spread the floor and they make Brunson create shots. They make Brunson create shots for guys like DiVincenzo, for guys like Josh Hart. They make him do all of that stuff, right? Now we go to the dirty work stuff. Is Miami better at the dirty work stuff than the Knicks? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure that Bam is better. It's as good as Bam is, a 20-10 guy, all-league defender. Is he going to need help against Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson? Absolutely. Because as good as Miami is with the dirty work stuff, the Knicks are even better. In fact, that's their mantra. Do the Miami Heat have an OG Anunoby on their wing? Because I think that OG is better than Caleb Martin. I just knew I was gonna pull up and you was gonna be capping for the Celtics. I just knew that was the first thing I was gonna hear.
Oh, okay.
I knew that was the first thing I heard was just capping for the Celtics. We're talking about the Knicks. I know that. I just got on stream, but I was in the background before Ron. It took Ron 20 minutes to pull me up. I was in the background listening to you cap for the Celtics.
Man, why are you lying? I did duck in the chat. Look, the chat calling for you. Look, my son crying in the background because he know what the chat about to do to you today.
What I got the cap for?
We
was gonna be in the play-in anyway, so we in the same. It don't really matter.
But anyway, Ox, as you were saying,
the Heat are dangerous. Now, if the fear of the Heat is making you, express this towards them, I understand that, Showtime. But the Heat are better than they were last year. The Celtics are too. I understand that. But I think toughness in the playoffs can win you some series. I mean, for instance, like we were talking about the Knicks did out-tough the Cavs last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I could see the Heat, depending on the matchup they get, out-toughing the team to a couple playoff victories. I don't got them going to the finals again, obviously. But
let me rephrase that in the tough logic. Take the tough logic out, because you can be tough, because that means that you withstand it. I want to take the tough logic out, and I want to put rough in there, because that's who basically they are. The Knicks are more rough because they bring the fight to you. Mm-hmm. And the Miami Heat are very similar to that. They'll bring the fight to you. So with that being said, I just feel like they match up really well with the Knicks. I don't think Miami could beat the Knicks off the strength that offensively, I just don't think they're good enough.
I can dig that.
That Knicks offense, I mean, if Spurs schemes up a nice little game plan to get the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands, that Knicks offense will look real shaky.
Well, now when you say get the ball out of his hands, what are we doing, Miles? We blitzing him? Because last I checked, Mike Brown was on that San Antonio squad when they had one of the best defenses in the league. He's got the steals leader on his crew, because I don't know if y'all know this, but De'Aaron Fox finished the season. He led the league in steals. He's got the steals leader on his crew and a pretty good defense. They basically
we talking about the Kings and the Warriors, or are we talking about the?
He's bringing it back to the Knicks. He's going to how the Kings defended Jalen Brunson, and he gave
that's exactly what they did. They blitzed him, and I think he put 45 on them. So the idea of getting the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands, it's going to entail blitzing him, which is going to be a terrible idea. I think it was 40. I think it was 44.
Yeah. See, always over exaggerating.
My fault.
But
I knew it was somewhere around 44 and 45. I knew it was
blitzing is when they already have the ball in their hands and you want to get it out of their hands.
right.
Miami are going to try and stop the ball from being in Jalen
So
Brunson.
keep it away from him.
Yes. That's what they're going to do. And also, respectfully, no disrespect to the Kings, Miami are just a more disciplined, well-oiled defense for these janky schemes. We'll call it janky schemes. Schemes that only come up every once in a while during the season that are really just playoff schemes. Miami are like the most well-versed at being able to run a bunch of things like that. And their ability to, like, even if they do blitz Jalen Brunson, the ability for them to not really give up advantages where you think the advantage would be in a blitz, so the pocket pass, the short roll, they're going to take those things away. They're going to make Jalen Brunson have to make advanced reads. And can he do it? Sure. I mean, I'm not saying, Jalen Brunson just isn't a good decision maker. But you make someone make enough tough reads, I mean, they're still playing into your hands. If they want him to make skip passes to Josh Hart in the weak side corner now, what does Tibbs have to do? Does he have to put DiVincenzo there now? Like, it's a game of chess. And I think the Miami Heat have the best coach equipped to play chess.
All right, y'all. Ox, the people want to hear from you.
What up? I don't understand. So am I supposed to be okay with the 8 seed and not okay with the 9 seed? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't understand what's smoking my ducking. Like, we were in the play.
Chat, talk to us. What do you want from Ox? I need all questions directed towards Ox.
It's not like they lost to Portland last night. Like, they won. It's like the Lakers also won. There was nothing else they could do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Either way, though. I mean, if we were the 8 seed, we got to play the Pelicans, so we're gonna play another game anyway. I don't understand what's going on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So our only hope is that the Pelicans beat the Lakers, because we
So if the Lakers beat the Pelicans, you're going home.
Oh yeah, if the Pelicans beat the Lakers, then we could cancel Christmas. You know what I'm saying? But if the Lakers beat the Pelicans,
Cancun on 3, Cancun on me.
Hey, on me, on me. I would meet, just like last year. I would meet y'all there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this ain't news,
down there last year.
This ain't news, though, Ox. You've been saying this to us all season. Who did you not want to deal with? You said this.
Pelicans. I'm not tripping. I was really disappointed in the Suns for getting that 6 seed. Like, y'all could have just then I would have had more hope. But hey,
right.
This is how the cookie crumbles. Now we in a dogfight. I know we can beat the Warriors. I know we could beat the Lakers. So I still got hope in it. So I'm not really tripping.
I think this is the Warriors' second time in the play-in tournament, and they have not won a game.
And then on top of that, Chilltown, the best we can do is the 8 seed, right?
Right.
And who has the 1 seed?
Okay,
Oklahoma City. Who you like, by the way? You like that matchup?
You do like that matchup.
Yes, you do.
So as far as
you
I'm
scheming like Eric Spoelstra. I see what you're trying to do here.
Hey, Ron. Sun Tzu said,
here we go.
So, you know what I mean? It's Chilltown. So as far as I'm concerned, it's the first day of the season. Hope is alive. You know what I mean? The beam will light again. Now, if the beam don't light
next Monday, or whether it's next,
regardless, the beam will light again. Okay, now, if the Lakers lose,
are the Lakers purposely? Now, I want to get to the bottom of something, because
I heard that earlier, Chilltown.
Yeah, you hear a lot of people talking about how they're trying to avoid the Denver Nuggets, and the bully is outside. So you cannot sit in the house all day. Right. You can't. You're gonna have to come outside at some point. So
because you can't chill, you can't sit around ordering DoorDash, because real bullies is gonna wait when that door open.
He gonna sit right there. He's sitting right there waiting for you. As soon as the DoorDash kicking the door open.
He grabbing the DoorDash and making you come get it from him, or he waiting till you open the door.
I'm gonna be sitting. Bully gonna be sitting on the porch when DoorDash show up. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's me. Taking the food and then knocking on the door like, come get your eats.
And he's sitting outside. Actually, he's sitting outside. He's holding the bag up, going, "I got your food. You want it?"
Yeah,
I got your food.
I'll eat it. You know.
Yep. I got your food right here. You want it?
But he gonna grab a couple fries.
You have to come outside.
Oh,
you have to.
Sure.
And
yeah, go ahead.
Like you think about what the Lakers have done against Denver. What are they? 9-0 against the Lakers? 8-0, something like that. They haven't beaten them, and we all know it's a bad matchup. Now, is it ridiculous to think that tomorrow night the Lakers lose? They can make it look good, but they could very well end up in the 8th spot and see Oklahoma City because they think that might be a better matchup for them. Because, like I told you earlier, Moss, teams hunt teams in terms of matchups. Just like the Cavs looked at Orlando like a better matchup than maybe getting the 2 seed and having to deal with, I don't know, Miami or somebody like that.
Shutdown. Would the Lakers really do that? Like purposely drop against the Pelicans so they don't play the Nuggets, even though we've been beating the hell out of them all year? Like, is that a smart move? I don't think that's a good idea for them.
I don't think they would purposely lose to them, but I don't think they'd be like, damn, yo, we lost to these dudes and what are we gonna do? No, I don't think that. No, I don't think that. I mean,
because my thing too is like if they're gonna play the Nuggets, I think it's better to play the Nuggets early. I would assume that they want to play them now before Bron get tired. You know what I mean? So that's just my thought process. Mm-hmm. And obviously, Chill, you know, it's more so because I don't want it with the Pelicans. I'd much rather play the Lakers. So, like, and I want to play OKC. That's the only team we can beat right now is OKC. No Malik Monk. Like that's the only team we can beat in the series. And I'm still not really high on it. I really think if we play OKC, they still beat us. But that's the only hope we got.
I'm still having a difficult time with the number 1 seed with these good of players being hunted like this. I don't remember it being like this ever. Like when Atlanta, they didn't have Shea on their crew, right? Utah, I mean, they had Donovan Mitchell, they had Rudy Gobert, but there wasn't teams looking at them like that. Like in the first round, there's teams looking at Oklahoma City like we can beat them. Like the Lakers, for example, looking at Oklahoma City like we can beat them.
Just the Lakers.
I mean, the people are looking at, respectfully, the people are looking at the Thunder like, oh yeah, that's the matchup we want. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to tell you. That's silly. The Thunder are gonna beat you. Like I don't know what to tell you. The Thunder
I agree, Mars. I don't think
like,
the Thunder.
You can want to fight the Thunder when they knock you out. Like who cares? Yeah. Like you're gonna lose.
Well, Mars, my thing is like for the Kings, there's only 2 options to play if we can. If we even beat the Warriors, like, and that's, you know what I'm saying, and that's really it's only one option because we're the 9th.
You can only play OKC. So I understand you. Like right. I'm talking about the people like, the Clippers fans like, yeah, if we beat the Dallas Mavericks, we got the Thunder in next round, we gonna beat the Thunder. Like it's just automatic you're gonna get to the conference finals. Like,
and that's still not a knock on OKC, Morris. That's still not a knock on OKC. It's just more so like Denver, or it's not like OKC's weak or anything. I don't think that. It's just that I would rather play. I think anybody should rather play OKC than Denver. Like,
is it any team that would rather play Denver?
I don't think so. Who would rather? Why would you rather play Denver?
Play Denver? Probably not. But
is there any team that matches up? The Denver matchup's just more favorable for them than OKC?
I don't think
the only argument would be like the Suns or the Wolves.
Yeah, the Suns or something. Yeah, I think they would argue they would, but I don't think the match would be better. I just think they feel like they would have a better answer. But I don't know because Nurkic is also a player that I think give Chet issues on the inside. So
right. If you want to play them over, you got brain. Like there's something going on. Like nobody wants to know. There's no team that wants to play Denver over matchup or anything. You don't want to play Jokic. Like that's all it is to me. So they have the best player in the NBA, and he can control the whole series. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a brainiac of a coach. You gotta have a basketball guru of a coach to be able to beat this team. So
but the Lakers are gonna beat them with Darvin Ham. So.
Well, if they do, and okay, so no, obviously the Lakers want OKC over Denver too, but the Lakers need to want to play Denver now. You don't want to play Denver when Bron starts to kind of gas out a little bit, which he's gonna do. Still the great player he is. He's gonna get tired, and you don't want to play. You don't want to play them later down the road. Just get that out the way right now, because to me it doesn't matter. My thing is, if you're gonna lose in the second round, if you're gonna lose in the Western Conference Finals, you might as well lose in the first round. That's more time in Cancun. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. If we're not going to win the championship, if we're not going to win the championship, if we're not going to win the championship, sweep me in the first round. I got shit to do.
Crazy.
Some will argue that's a loser mentality.
I don't care. I know me.
I'm saying some will argue.
You know me.
You know me. So I'm gonna be in Cancun before you. Hey, look, I'm leaving game 3.
It's championship. It's championship or bust with me. Like that's all right.
So you're one of those that even if you make it to the conference finals, that's not a success if you don't win the championship.
I mean, unless we win. Okay, so winning the West, if we can win the Western Conference Finals or Eastern Conference Finals, that's cool. Like I would rather go to the finals than losing the first round. But losing in the conference finals don't mean nothing to me. Like, okay, I could have been gone 3 weeks ago.
Real talk. Do y'all actually? And this is, I think this is like the kind of the seminal question for me. Do y'all actually think the Western Conference is better this year than it is last year in the playoff? Like, do you think it will make an actual difference in the outcome of the playoff run? That is that much better.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think Denver's going to run through the West. If that's the question, that's the underlying question. I don't think they're going to do that. But yes, the Western Conference is better.
Who pushes them past 6 games or 2 6 games?
2 6 games.
The Lakers, the Suns, the Clippers.
Stop bringing up the Lakers and stop bringing up the Clippers. You have to get off of that.
I'm not going to stop. You just asked me a question. I answered your question.
You have to get off
there. Dallas is a tough out.
Dallas.
The Wolves can be a tough out. No, I don't think it.
Oklahoma City too. Oklahoma City.
OKC is a tough out. The Clippers.
Everybody.
Everybody. No, not everybody. The respect.
Who's sweet in the West, Mars?
No disrespect to the Pelicans. They aren't getting 2 games off the Nuggets. No disrespect to them.
The Pelicans can beat the Nuggets.
See, I don't agree.
But the Pelicans,
I will say,
one big.
I don't think Kawhi. I don't think Kawhi is healthy. Like, I have no insight, but I don't.
I don't think he's healthy. You think the foundation on the bridge is a little weak, Mars? Is it shaking? Maybe the foundation on the bridge is not going to hold up.
I'm listening to the things Ty Lue says. I'm factoring in the fact that he hasn't played since, like, I want to say against Charlotte. I want to say, I might be wrong on that. He might have played another game.
I hope not. If so, this is Adam Silver.
But it's been a while.
He played 65 games, man. Yeah. Kawhi, sit down.
I'm listening to Ty Lue. He's like, oh, was Kawhi at shoot-arounds? Yeah, Kawhi was there. Did Kawhi participate? Kawhi was there. Is he going to be there for game 1? No comment. Like,
He don't want everybody in the business.
Like,
he's trying to rock y'all to sleep.
Maybe he's not trying to let teams know if he's there.
I have it on suspicion. I have it on strong. I have it on strong suspicion. I think he's actually healthier than he was last year. I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
But remember last year,
healthier than he was last year. Does that mean he's healthy?
That's what I'm saying. But like, he's healthier than he was last year, and he played 2 games. So, I don't know what that will mean. I think he's more than he's. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say since April 2nd. That's it, Mars. That's the last time he played. That was a game after Charlotte.
That's 13 days ago, y'all.
Let the art of war.
Yeah, and then there's another one to
conceal your secrets.
So that means he's going to go 3 weeks. He's going to go 3 weeks without playing. Which, with Kawhi, it might be the benefit of 3 weeks of rest. But I don't know if he is healthy. Like, I'm not saying I got insider information to know that Kawhi is not healthy. He might be healthy.
Yo, Spiker, worry about what's going on in the Mile High City. All right.
Ron, okay. Ron, why is this ridiculous? What Mars is thinking? And the reason why I'm asking you that is because we've seen this movie before. You can rewind the movie 200 times. It still ends the same way. No matter how many times you want it to end different. I don't care. I can rewind that 1998 Bulls game with the Jazz, game 6, 100 times. Jordan still steals from Malone, and he still knocks down that shot. I can rewind it a bunch of different times. Are you saying it's
inevitable that Kawhi's going to break down?
We've seen this movie a bunch of times, Ron. We've seen it already.
Right now, they're getting the oil change on that vehicle.
We seen it, and Ox keeps getting on my case because I'm saying what Ox keeps getting on my case about Leonard. Not because I don't think Leonard is a baller, not because I don't think Leonard is fantastic, because I do think when he's healthy, you can make a legit argument that he's a top 5 player. But I've seen this movie before. I don't care if I see it in a different theater. I don't care if I see it a year later. I don't care if I see it 2 years later. I've seen this movie before, and I know how it ends.
No, chill. Right. When I just said that, I hate this. I'm not talking about Kawhi. I'm talking about like actual movies. Like, for instance, like Captain America: Civil War. I hate that movie. How it ends. I'll be like, yo, Iron Man, kill his ass. But he don't never get to kill him. I'll be like, damn, I hate this movie.
And you can rewind it a bunch of different times, Ox. It's still the same thing at the end. He doesn't kill him.
Yeah, I'll be like, Tony Stark, kill this. He deserves it. Both of them. Kill both of their ass.
I've seen this movie before with this dude, man. I've seen it a bunch of times, and there's no reason for me to think that it's gonna end different. Especially since
it's possible they're resting him. It's possible we know degenerative knees. Where at the end of the season, they already knew they were in that 4-5 matchup. Why do we need to play Kawhi? Let's just rest him, give him 3 weeks, no basketball, so his knees can be as fresh as possible. That's possible.
The smart thing to do, Mark.
Yeah, and I understand that.
Right,
I understand that. So I think that's possible. I'm not saying if he plays, oh my God, he played. I'm just concerned. That's what I'm saying. I'm just concerned.
But more
I hope
so,
he's okay.
On the flip side, if what you're saying is true, yo, Ox, if your man's is healthy and he just got 3 weeks of rest, yo, chill.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm saying. I think I have that's what it feels like though, Marge, because they weren't moving up or down in the standings. There was no need for him to play. And after they got solidified where they were going to be, I think they were comfortable 4-5. I think they have been sitting there looking at, we cool with the Pelicans and we cool with the Mavs. And this is the thing, Marge. I feel like Mavericks fans, and I feel like a lot of people are really sweet on the Clippers right now because the Mavs have been crazy since the All-Star break and all that. But if you're telling me you getting a fully healthy or an 85% healthy Kawhi Leonard in a series versus that Mavs team, I think that's a 7-game series. If everybody's fully healthy, I think that's a 7-game series because PJ watched them, they made some little additions to everything. They don't have a soul that can guard Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. And then if James Harden comes to play, that's a whole different conversation. But I know Luka's going to be an issue, but if Kawhi is healthy, like, you know what I mean? Like, then he can take turns on him defensively in the fourth quarter. We'll see where PG is and all that other stuff, like, you know what I mean? All that other stuff. But I'm telling you, man, and to be fair, I also picked the Clippers that they were going to be like a Western Conference Finals favorite, like on November 1st. So I'm not going to switch my pick. So if they're healthy, then I expect them to be able to deliver at home. But I think beating the Mavs is going to be tough either way. Because they're going to be tough for the Clippers. And then presumably, depending on the matchup for OKC in the first round, they're going to be tough for OKC. So because they're just a great team. And they look really freaking good since the All-Star break.
Fellas, I got to step in. Right quick, chill. I got to step in. Tell everybody to like the video. And shout out to all 1,800 people that are in here right now. Y'all know what time it is. It's playoff time. So we going up from here all the way into the end of June. Shout out to everybody that has liked the video. Shout out all of our new members. We got a bunch of new members today. And if you haven't yet, slap that like button. Also, I got to let you guys know that it is April 15th, which means it's playback week for us. That means PC football is coming on at 5:15 Eastern today. Tomorrow, you can catch Open Gym at its regular time, but it will be on playback. And then on Friday, we got NBA X. If you missed it last Friday, I tried to tell y'all that was going to be one of the best shows going on PC. And Damo and J-Rob, they showed up and they showed out. So if you missed that, go back and check last week and then follow up this Friday and check that show out. NBA X on Friday at 6 Eastern time. And then we got Chill with Chill on Saturday. I don't even got to really go in depth with Chill with Chill. You know the usual suspects. You know what goes down on Chill with Chill. And then on Sunday, last but not least, you got From the Logo at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all be sure to tap in, check out these shows. Go to playback.tv, join the Players' Choice Room, and enjoy the good shows that we bring into you. Y'all, I got a gang of super chats. The people are speaking. They want to talk to us. So I got to address these super chats. But I do want to bring this one up again from David Mujinaya. 1 through 16. I want y'all to let me know which one of these matchups would be the dopest. And Chill, also, I do want to say, like, I'm a fan of innovation. So I would love to see, like, I was a big fan of the play-in tournament, big fan of the in-season tournament. And I think this would add a whole different just wave of energy to the postseason. But I want to ask you guys, what do you think about, or what matchup would you want to see the most?
OKC versus Sixers.
Wait, in the finals?
No, this 1 through 16 format.
This 1 through 16 bracket.
This is
OKC versus the Sixers. For what? So Embiid can average 48 points.
Embiid average 612 points. Yeah.
So that's the only reason I'm watching that.
I ain't trying to hear nothing about playoff translation when he gives him 700.
He's absolutely demoralizing them. No problem. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I have that's no issue.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So the Celtics would play the Heat. The Bucks would play the Suns. Wolves would play the Lakers, which I'd really like to see that matchup, but that's going to be a matchup that I would see later on in the playoffs. The Clippers Magic, I think they handle the Magic. OKC and Philly. I watch Embiid, man, and he really doesn't. I mean, he knows how to play basketball. So a lot of the stuff that he's doing today, he's doing it off the strength that I can just still play basketball. I'm not where I used to be, but I can still play basketball. That Knicks Pelican series would be really good. I think that Knicks Pelican series would be good because I think you'd have a battle of wits and you'd have a battle of will in that series. And
Zion in the Garden in the playoffs.
Right, and I already had this conversation with Mars and Ox that I'm objective to. Let's give this 1 through 16 a shot. If it doesn't work, let's go back to the Eastern Conference, Western Conference thing. I think that the Eastern Conference Championship means something. I think that the Western Conference Championship means something. This 1 through 16, you want to give it a run? You want to see what it looks like because you think that the matchups will be better? You think ratings will be better? All right, let's give it a shot. I just think that the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference means something.
Chill. I hate to be that grass is greener on the other side type of guy, but I know you typically use chicken analogies. I'm gonna use a restaurant analogy. You know, when you sitting there and you eating and you order something good and you know it's fire on the menu, you know it's good, you've had it before. Then you see the waitress bring out something. You're like, hold on, what's that? You're like, I see it here. Take this. Let me get that.
Smells good.
That's
good.
what I'm like. You've never tried it before. Smells good. Looks good. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I think this would be fun. I think it'd be dope.
Hey, I always do that. That's my go-to in the restaurant. I'll hardly even look at the menu. I'll just be looking around at tables, asking the waitress, like, "Oh, really? What's that over there?"
What's your favorite type of food? Mexican, Italian,
Italian food.
No, bro.
Italian and Thai food. Those are
when you come to Denver. When all y'all, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a player's choice finals, whatever. We're gonna go to Denver, bro. Ron, because Denver, people don't understand. Denver got like a lot of authentic Mexican spots too, because we have a very high Hispanic population. But the Italian spots are also fire. I'm telling y'all got to tap in, bro. Like there's some places to eat there, bro. But Italian though, lock me in anywhere. I just went this last Friday, bro. I had this whole, bro. It's like this pizza, like I had a crazy. But it was a hand crusted pizza, chill. And they had like this goat cheese in it, in the bread, like on the outside of the crust, and it hit. Look, I'm telling you, it was surprising for me, y'all. Y'all making that face. It was one of the best pizza I ever had in my life.
I ain't making. I'm with that. I look everywhere I go. I find it. I was eating Italian food in Mexico a couple of days ago. I eat Italian food everywhere I go. I'm with that.
Except
I'm with that.
Hey, Tay said fries.
Well, I've actually never been to Italy more, so I can't say. But I do plan on going very soon.
But eat Mexican food, just not in Mexico.
Oh well, California got the best Mexican food in the world.
Stop saying that. You gonna get kicked out of Mexico, man.
The Mexican food in California is better than the Mexican food in Mexico, man. I'm trying to. Well, California,
that sound like the Mexican chicks in California better than the Mexican chicks in Mexico. What the hell? How we gonna do that?
Chill.
What?
Wait, what do you mean?
If you ask,
what's happening?
Chill. Elaborate.
If I got to keep it real. Ain't no better Mexican chicks like the ones in California. And I'm just telling you what it is. I'm in Sacramento right now.
Correctly. California technically is Mexico. They just got their land stolen.
Well, it is, but it is. And I'll be saying that too.
Mars knows about that. Them stolen land. Yeah, that's here in America, all over the place.
Land, for sure. California is Mexico, but just be that it's 2024. It's America technically. So in California, still got the best Mexican food in the world.
I digress.
And chill. Either way it goes, California, Mexico, Italy, Mexicans are still Mexicans. I'm gonna just put it like that. All right, Mars. I digress too. Chill. ESG Piccolo with the super chat said some good ball this weekend. Scoop gave the Rockets 30, looking like Steph from 3. Looked like he's been trying to make a push for the rookie second team this month. Third in assists this month. Couldn't hit a 2, but caught a body 2.
That man Scoot hit like 7 threes against us. I don't know what the hell happened.
Did y'all do your March? You do your first or second team all rookie? Have you thought about it?
I know Amen Thompson's on it. I know off the top of my head, Wemby, Chet, Brandon Miller, Amen Thompson. Jaime, probably.
Right. So here, listen to this. This was my first and second team. All right. I had Victor, Chet, Brandon. I had Derek Lively and Keontae George as first team. And then second team, I had Jaime Jaquez, Brandon Podziemski, and then Kason Wallace, Asur, and Amen. That was the second team. But I got to be clear. I'm a little biased for Keontae, though. I think Keontae is going to be like legit. He's one of the best pull-up shooters as a rookie, especially in the league. He's a go-getter. He's a bucket getter. He's a great shot creator. I really like Keontae George a lot. So you can switch, I think, Amen in him. But even Pods, you know, could have put in first team too. Like Pods is also like just.
I think this is one of the better rookie classes we've had, in my opinion, in a while. Like
right. No, GG Jackson didn't make it because I mean, who do you take off? Like Casey,
boy.
Who would you take off?
Maybe Asar just because of the health. Like he hasn't played as much, I guess.
Know, bro. I mean, GG's cold though.
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about Derek Lively when I just made that list off the top of my head. Now, do I think he makes first team?
Bro, really?
Wemby, Brandon Miller, and Chet are like definitive. They have to make it. So they're all on the first team. I can get with Derek Lively on the first team. But then I don't think Jaime's a shooter. No. He would have been, but then when he got hurt, he hasn't looked as good since he came back, and that was a couple months ago.
Have y'all watched much of Keontae George? I mean, I know it's the Utah.
Oh yeah, I've been pushing Keontae George propaganda all year. Don't worry, I've been pushing propaganda.
Yeah, I know he's playing for the Jazz, so I know like he's not a popular, but that dude is like, he's gonna be. I think he'd be an all-star next 3 years. Like I think he's that good.
Lively missed
the league is stacked, so that's tough. But
you said what about Lively?
He missed significant time this year. So I mean, he ended up getting hurt. He rolled his ankle, and then I think he missed the last what, like 7-8 games this season, something like that this year. So I mean, I don't get me wrong. I definitely can appreciate what he's been doing, but I do know that being available matters. We're talking about
for rookie, but I'm on the teams though. Even because somebody asked me this the other day, like, why all NBA teams? I had Durant first team All NBA, and people were like, how much does winning matter and all that stuff for you? I'm like, well, honestly, like, if you're all NBA, all rookie team, I really don't care like all that much. Like, I think if you're playing well and you've shown that you're a good player, a great player, and you even in your spurts, I think Derek Lively, he changed the Mavs prior to Daniil Gafford and PJ getting there because he was just a good defender. You said what?
I did not know he was going to be that good.
Right, me neither.
I did not.
I mean, I
thought he was a project, to be honest with you, Swipe. Right. I thought he was going to be a project. I thought he was going to be somebody that they eased along and that he just came along slowly. I didn't think he'd be the rim protector that he was, the lob threat that he was. When he was doing that, I'm thinking, man, this guy sped up the process of what's going on in Dallas. Absolutely.
And he literally helped. Like they had a very good record when him, Kyrie, and Luka were on the court early this year. They weren't bad. Everybody was making it seem like they were trash. They weren't. They just weren't better than the West, at the time.
Wait, Swipe. Do you got to play 65 as a rookie too?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. That's crazy for a rookie too to ask them to play 65 games. That's nuts.
Hey. Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson wasn't in the rotation.
That's what I'm saying. But like, they're also like,
which means you should be able to play for that reason.
They're babies.
But I'm saying they also get inconsistent
rubber band bones.
They get inconsistent time too.
Okay,
yes, that's what I was more thinking about. Unless you're Wemby or Chet.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, when
Jaime was out of the rotation a couple times. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was good.
I think, and I might. This might be a hot take for me, but I think Portland got their point guard. I do. I think they had their point guard. Yes, I think they got their guy.
That's not a hot take at all.
I would hope.
I mean,
it was a number three pick. Number three pick.
Well, and the conversation was about him earlier this season about how bad he was and that he couldn't shoot. He wasn't really that athletic. And as the season went along, he started becoming a better distributor. He was finishing more at the rim. His shot looked better. I'm thinking to myself, we build on this. I think they got their point guard. I do.
He had a couple early season injuries though, right? I know it was the eye, and then didn't he hurt something else, right?
I do remember he was out. I can't remember what the injury was. I'm waiting for Piccolo in the chat to say what.
But he was also mad and inefficient this year. I think that's what people were freaking out about. They were like,
that's what it was.
His shooting was trash. But I will say though, he doesn't know what he doesn't know. When he started using his physicality and his explosiveness, that changed the season for him. So I think he just needs to learn to play into his body like Russ did, and I think he'll figure it out over time. But he might be the best Russ comp I've seen come out the draft for sure. He's a baby.
Yeah, and
he only just turned 20.
You know how it be as a rookie. Like you gotta, the only way to adjust to that game speed is being in
out
action.
there.
Yeah, and practice doesn't so much do it as the actual game. I mean, sometimes you got to fail your way to success. So I mean, shout out to Scoop. He looked a whole lot better at the end of the season. Morris, how'd that 30-piece look? Was it impressive?
It looked annoying because he didn't miss a three. Like he weren't doing nothing. I was like, oh yeah, this is the Scoop I expected when he came in, because he made like 6 or 7 threes. Like,
I mean, Morris, he was working out with Steph this offseason. Finally got
like,
to
what
him,
am I meant to do when Scoot Henderson doesn't miss a three? Like, he made one from like damn near half court. Like, I'm sorry, like, cool, good for you. Shout out to you, Scoot. Like, I'm sorry, we just live with those results. And then he started talking to Dylan Brooks. He was like, and Dylan Brooks like got cooked, so that was annoying. But yeah, we still won the game. So,
but Mars, on the other end, how'd your rookie look?
Man, you see his triple double last night? Yeah, nah, Amen would be a lock for first team if he dealt with, like, he got ill like halfway through this, like early on in the season, dealt with some injuries, came back, played in the G League, and then ever since then, like, he's been in the rotation consistently. He's looked good. Then Sengun goes down and he starts starting. I think since he's been a starter, I think he's been the 3rd best rookie. But I understand over the whole course of the season, I think he's been a top 5. I haven't seen a perimeter defender as gifted as both of the brothers are, Asar and Amen. I haven't seen that in a very long time as rookies. Very special. I've said I think he's the most athletic player in the NBA. Like, I've said that from the start.
Which one? Everything, Mars.
Amen. I haven't seen an athlete like Amen Thompson.
Best athlete overall?
Yes. He dunks everything. It's insane.
Between him and his brother?
Him and the NBA. He's more athletic than Asar, for sure.
Well, because
no disrespect to Asar, because Asar's crazy.
Kind of like he's kind of like Lamar. Like, Lamar's not a huge jumper, but like, I mean, Lamar Jackson. He just is very like his agility and his immediate explosiveness is like just kind of otherworldly a little bit.
He's got that Zion second jump too. Like, he gets off the ground so quick. Like, the amount of time. Like, I've said this before about Jokic. It applies to Amen Thompson too. Instead of just looking at his field goal percentage, if you just ignore the first miss he gets and then he just gets his own rebound and puts it back in, his field goal percentage is like 65%. Like, most of his misses, he ends up putting back anyway. So, like, did he really miss? Like, his second jump is amazing. His speed, I haven't seen like someone as fast up and down the floor in a while. Like, he's rapid, just getting up and down, filling lanes, insane, crazy strong, 6'7", agile, balance. Like, the issues he have is just skill work. Like, he can't really shoot and he can't dribble. Well, in the offseason, he works on those things. Like, the sky's the limit.
The thing with that was is yes, he really missed, but instead of maybe a rebound, they should damn near give him an assist for that. Like, he's passing the ball to himself.
He missed so many layups, and then he gets it back. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
I think they should change that. If you get a tip in for yourself, because Jokic, his true shooting would be 70% right now. Honestly,
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the way I'm looking at it, a missed shot. The reason a missed shot like bleeds value is because you got nothing out of the possession. You didn't score. If you score on the same possession anyway, just because you tipped in your own miss, why did you really take 2 shots? Like, I get you did, but like, it wasn't the same as like 2 shots on 2 different possessions. If you get what I'm saying, like, it's not the same as someone coming down, missing a mid-range pull-up. Next possession, they come down, they miss a layup. You missed 2 shots. If I go to the rim, miss a layup, get it right back, and put it back up and in, I still took 2 shots, but it's different than the other guy who took 2 shots, but it's the same efficiency. That's what I mean when I say that. Like, it's different. Like, there should be a separate stat for that, in my opinion.
I love it when that happens. Like, mostly, I don't know. I guess it does happen in the NBA a lot, but I see it more like in like high school and college and stuff, where you got the person down there that might miss like 4 shots, that keep getting on a rebound, going back up. Like, that's an energy boost. I love it when that happens. Well, if they finish the play eventually.
With that logic being said, Mars, wouldn't Moses have a better?
Oh no, I've said that about Moses all the time. I don't care about Moses' field goal percentage because I know he was missing shots on purpose. You've never heard me bring up Moses' field goal percentage. Never once.
Moses Malone.
I just think Moses Malone, because Moses Malone was the pinnacle of mission.
Why don't people like Moses Malone all the time? What's that about? Like, because people
are just weird about it. Talk to this dude right here.
Well, I'm saying, because I'm not saying Mars specifically. I got Moses on my top 20 on my list of like greatest players of all time. I think I had Moses as like, where is he? Moses is currently listed at 15.
That's what I got.
And
I got him at 4.
Moses is insane to me. I mean, he was a great defensive player. I mean, he was great.
Yes, he was, Mars. I don't understand why you can't understand that, Mars. Yes, he was.
Nuts, man.
Yes, he was, Mars.
That face is
we
crazy.
go over this 1,000 times,
Mars. In that era, you don't think he was a great defender for the 80s at that point in time, like the late 70s, the early 80s? Okay, I don't know. I disagree personally. That's just me.
Yeah, that's
but he was a very good defender. But and then he was a good offensive player, a good finisher. Like he was one of the most dominant players, like for a 3 or 4 year stretch, like in the NBA ever. Period. And I'm not saying he was top 10 peak or anything like that, but like he was crazy. Won that championship, obviously, with the 17. I just don't get it. Like when I go and like, you watch Moses and then you look up his numbers, similar to Dr. J. People are just they seem to just sleep. I don't,
when there's a conversation for you to be the best,
have you ever spent time watching
I think Dr. J is the most underrated basketball player in the world. I think Dr. J was so nasty.
That's because
he had 5 MVPs.
Yeah, but a lot of people haven't. A lot of people don't care about that.
Who had 5 MVPs?
Dr. J from I think ABA, NBA.
He only, he did.
Yeah, but
I love Dr. J. I love Dr. J.
No, maybe he was the reason why the ABA was what it was. That's what I'm saying. Like he was him. He was great.
I mean, yeah, the merger was because the NBA wanted Dr. J. But like they merged.
Really why,
the NBA wanted Dr. J. Like,
that's the guy right there.
They wanted Dr. J. So like I understand now. I say I don't rank any. I'm not ranking before the merger because the game was so. I don't rank before the 3-point line, but the game was so different. And also, if you can find ABA Dr. J footage more than like one game in an All-Star game, hats off to you. Like I can't find anything to really watch. So I don't have much.
Ask the NBA. You could probably email the NBA. They can send you almost anything, honestly, bro. I think that's one of the.
Then let's find the 100-point game that Chamberlain played in.
No, that's the one game they just
find it.
You're not gonna find it though. You're not. They didn't televise that.
They keep that one locked up. They keep
Carmelo. Come on, man.
That's why I don't rank Dr. J,
bro.
Because
Carmelo.
If I seen Dr. J ABA, like I seen him more than I had, he'd be very high in my opinion.
What I seen from Dr. J in the NBA was enough for me to fall in love with his game. Dr. J was so cold.
To your point,
even in the NBA,
very good.
To your point, Swiper, that's what the NBA said. Like, we'll take the rest of these dudes, Dan and Artis Gilmore, but this is the guy right here. This is the reason why we putting this company together, because we want this dude. The rest of y'all could come with him.
Hey,
but this is the main reason why we doing it.
And again, I know this is because I'm from Denver, so this is gonna sound the way, but Michael Ray Richardson was an absolute animal. He was an animal, but that's in that time everybody was on drugs, and so Michael Ray Richardson his career like ended because of drugs, but he was an animal.
Ask Isaiah Thomas about Michael Ray Richardson. Let's go get to the bottom of that. Ask Isaiah Thomas about Michael Ray Richardson. So,
all right, fellas. I mean, I hate to move on because we not done with the 80s or the 90s or the 70s, but unfortunately,
or the 60s.
We're not done with the 70s. Okay.
No, we're not done with the 70s.
Okay.
But we gotta move on. I gotta encourage y'all to like the video, and I also gotta tell y'all to check out PlayersChoiceMerch.com.
Hey yo, hey y'all,
man,
hold on.
QR code.
I'm scanning that right now. Hey, bro, what's up with the tan? Somebody send me the tan. What's up? That tan is nice. Somebody send me the tan. What's up with the tan?
But here's the thing, though.
You talk about this one?
That's what I'm saying. Swiper, you being the light skinned brother, like you might just like
chill. I'm not light skinned. Okay, I wanna eliminate this narrative right now. Chill. If me and you saw each other in real life, we the same color. It's the lighting. It's the lighting.
Swiper, ain't nothing wrong with being light skinned.
I'm not light, bro. I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to explain you. So y'all see me. Y'all be like, damn, Swipe black. I didn't realize he was that dark. It's the light. It's just the.
So you see, I'm gonna see you and walk right past you. Like, there's no way that's Swiper.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like Wesley. I'm not saying Wesley Snipes, but I'm saying like Blade. Yeah. Not Blade from Marvel. Blade Brown. Y'all know who Blade Brown is.
You
know who Blade Brown is.
You 740. You 745 in late spring, bro.
No. Y'all know who Blade Brown was?
Nah,
I don't.
What you mean? No, you don't know who Blade Brown was from Class Act, bro?
Yes. You're not that dark. No, you're not that dark.
Nah, bro, I ain't say I was that dark. I'm right, bro. I'm right below that. Chill, but you stop playing. Me and you the same color.
No,
put your hand up. Put your hand up. Put your hand up right now. Put your hand up right now. Hold on. No, chill. Put a light on it or something. Hold on. Look, listen. Look. I'm proving a point. Now I'm not letting y'all slide by.
Crazy, bro.
Look at this. Look at that.
Oh shit.
See?
Still light skin, but
no, that's not light. That's mocha.
You
like
that's
light brown.
mocha.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. We love you, bro.
No, chill. We the same color.
No, we not.
Yes, we are. How is this not the same color? Look,
hey, Swiper, until we can confirm, you light skin, brother, and that's okay.
Embrace your shit the same color.
My brother light skin.
Put your hand up. Put your hand up, Box.
I'm not taking part in this, bro. I'm 2 a.m. in the wintertime, bro. I'm cool, bro. I'm not getting involved in this. You can't even see my tattoos, dog.
That's crazy, bro. I'm full black, except for my ancestry that we all know what part of, bro. I'm not light skinned like that. Y'all really
we love light skinned brother Swiper. It's all love.
Yes, we do.
Once again, and I repeat,
what's this got to do with me getting a tan player's choice hoodie? Why did
y'all go grab the light skin hoodie for Swiper's sake?
She was saying that you would
support light skin cats.
That's essentially what will happen.
That's insane, but chill. That is nuts that you think I look like that. Hold on, no. I didn't even bring it. Did I bring it? I got a hoodie, a support black colleges hoodie that's the same dang color right now. I put it on. Y'all be like, dang, the dark to light complexion is very strong in this one.
Swiper, if you backed up to your wall, you would blend right in. Yeah, see, there you go.
You don't got nothing to prove, bro.
You blend right in, bro.
All right, I'm running a poll right now. We're gonna get down to the bottom of this. Chat, y'all let us know. I'm saying, which one is Swiper? Is he light skinned or is he dark skinned? Let us know. The poll, the poll is up right now. Y'all done ran Swiper off. Yo, Swiper. You see what y'all did? Y'all play too much.
Don't start acting like okay.
There you go.
Yo, while we wait for Swiper, one more time, I'm gonna put this up. Go ahead and scan that QR code and go to www.playerschoicemerch.com and become an ex-casual if you're a current casual. And if you are an ex-casual, well, support your brothers.
No doubt.
Look, look, it's the same color. Same color. Look at that.
That's still beige.
No, it's the same color. It's the same color hoodie that I want. Look at the contrast. Look at the contrast. This
my brother is the
contrast.
Okay, listen. I think what we're doing is we making this into something else. Swiper, my brother is the same complexion as you. My mother is the same complexion as you. Right? So it's not like it's a situation where it's a bad thing. My mother light skin. My brother is light skin.
Swiper the chat packing you up.
How they packing me up?
My brother is the same complexion, and my mother are both the same complexion as you are. Both of them. I ended up about Swiper. Put your shirt on. I ended up with the darker skin than the two of them. So
hey, yeah, exactly. Look at the hoodie.
That hoodie is fine. I seen you wearing that I think last week though.
I got versions of these. I got a rainbow version for the Rainbow Coalition. The Rainbow Coalition was one of the black organizations down in here in Atlanta. I got black. I got dark blue. But this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Why does me asking my brother, my assalamu alaikum brother Ron, for the hookup on the hoodie lead to me getting called light skin? Chill. What did I do to deserve this? I thought
whole time we thought you was Puerto Rican.
First of all, we're not. First of all, you're not my friend, Swiper. You're my best friend. Like we already established.
That's a fact.
Okay, so let's start there. Number two, the color that you asked for is not contrasting you. That's the problem.
Nugget.
What you mean?
No.
What you mean?
Doesn't contrast you.
I just want the nice. It's a nice color. It's a nice change.
Nugget.
It's a nice change. I was just looking for a nice.
That's where we at. So
I'm called Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican, bro.
Swiper, you did say it's a high Hispanic population in Denver, so
I probably got it in the blood. But bro, my family from Maryland and from Kansas, and then my other family that from the farthest back and we can go from West Africa. We all came in here on the same ship. So I'm just as whatever. I don't know why I got attacked. I got attacked for asking for a color and for a hoodie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize that we went off the rails. Let's if I can get us back.
Chill. And it was chill. It was the elder. It was the
Chill,
elder, the leader of the community that did it.
My fault, Ron. My fault.
All right, Tito El Bandito, go get us back on track. He said, y'all taking a team of 2024, Luka, Kawhi, KD, LeBron, or Jokic. Yo, I don't even want to read that second team. He said Luka, Kawhi, KD, LeBron, Jokic, or 2024, Brunson, Mitchell, Tatum, Giannis, Embiid, all healthy.
With all due respect to Joel Embiid, like that first team was killing him.
With all disrespect. Like he said, respect or disrespect, like they don't stand a chance. Anybody taking the second team?
I'll take it.
I'll take the second team. Yeah, I'll take the second team. I'll take the second team.
You know what? You know, I'm a Luka hater, so yeah, I'm taking the second team.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson revenge. Yeah, I got it.
No way, but it's not happening.
All right, keeping it lit. We got a couple members that sent through member chats. Let me go ahead and show them love. Quan said KD played 75 games. Is he still breaking down? Chill.
How come you didn't say that to me last year, Quan? Explain that. How come you didn't say that to me the year before, Quan? Explain that. How come you didn't say that to me the year before, Quan? It's interesting you say it now. I can't stand that.
He's healthy now,
Right, exactly. Which is why he's played as many games as he's played, and I won't argue that. But previously, the history, what I was going off of, and anybody who sees a player, if you know anything about basketball, if you see a player who's approaching his mid-30s, who's starting to break down, the question has to be asked, are we seeing the beginning of the end? That's it. I ain't say that he was over. I didn't say that the dude couldn't play anymore. No, he was starting to break down. So I asked the question, am I seeing the beginning of the end of KD? So
what do you expect? What do you expect from KD in these playoffs this year?
I expect KD to be KD. KD still got the goods. KD's game was never predicated. KD's game was never predicated on flight and athleticism. KD's game was never predicated on what Giannis's game is predicated on. Nothing like that. KD's game is predicated on skill, getting to his spots, hopping over guys. His jump shot has always been water. His one-on-one game has always been elite. So I never questioned KD's game, ever. Never questioned his game. So I expect him to be awesome.
All right. Swiper, it appears that you are 87% light skinned. 86. My apologies. 86% light skinned according to the poll. So
a poll?
Do they know 86 and
y'all ran a poll?
YouTube need to do better with their math. They always doing this. 86 plus 13 is not 100.
That would mean that he's 86% light skinned, 13% Dominican or Mexican or Hispanic, whatever, and then 1%. You know.
How did y'all? Wait, when did you put a poll up? When I went to get again, this all started. No, chill. You stop laughing. This all started because I asked for a hoodie. Mars, you see, this is crazy. Me of all people, you see how I got targeted in this space with my other brothers who's supposed to be protecting me and uplifting me, that I get ripped apart, and I wasn't even here. I wasn't gonna prove a point, and then I get. That's crazy, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. This is nuts. And the fact that y'all are taking advantage, chill of all people, the fact that y'all are taking advantage of how and why my complexion isn't as dark as it should be, and y'all know what happened. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know what happened, and y'all brought it up. Nah. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know how I got this way, and you still brought it up. That's crazy, chill. That's crazy, chill.
Damn, y'all
respect your peoples.
Again,
respect your feel bad for yourself.
I apologize. I made a joke in bad taste.
You see where the chat took it. You ain't never had this joke. You ain't never had this joke played out in the history of Player's Choice till today.
My fault. I made a bad joke.
Now I'm getting called Thurgood Marshall, Martin Luther Swiper. You see what you did?
My fault. I screwed that up.
Mexican. Look, bruh, can't speak Spanish.
That was not necessary on my part. That was not necessary on my part.
Swiper. Coco said he said light skin.
That was my fault, no doubt.
Huh?
In a video vixen competition, chill.
And to answer the question, KD
Mexican OT. You know who Mexican OT is?
I do not know.
That's the rapper from Houston.
Yeah. Yo, that's heat.
But to answer the question, KD has not broken down this year. No, he didn't. He actually played the majority of games, which is impressive, especially at his advanced age.
The next members chat is from Brax, Goofy number 17. Brax, you falling off, brother. This is sad. This is sad. You breaking down, Brax. You really breaking down. But he said Lakers tanking that Pels game, Ox. Handle them, please.
Are they?
No, I understand this chat. I understand what he means. Like he wants the Kings to win, but I hate that. Like, trust me, Brax. If it was anything I could do, I would do my best to handle them. But man, that's on De'Aaron and DeMontis, man. I hope they get it done too. I'm with you, man. I'm pulling for it. Definitely. The beam will light again, Brax. Don't you worry. We'll take care of business.
Hey, Ox, when y'all run that summer league thing out in Sacramento, do y'all like if y'all win a summer league game?
What's you talking about that? Okay, I don't know. I hope not. That's kind of petty. Like, I'm sure. You
take your wins when you get them, right?
No, man. You take no. We don't do
not like that.
But you don't want to run up the electricity bill too high?
Yeah, that's crazy. So you know the smud bill out here be sky high, literally.
All right. We got some new members. D Money became a member today. Funny Muffler 202. All right. Big Smoke is a new member today. Shout out Big Smoke. Stunner also was a new member. Welcome to the party. Marcus FM 62 or FRM 626 became a new member. Shout out to Marcus. We got a couple members.
Where's the 626? Anybody know the 626 is?
Everybody from the 626.
I don't know where the 626 is. Area coach like crazy around here. I don't know where the 626 is.
Swiper, apologies in advance.
626, man. Shout out to 626.
But members sent through super chat, so I gotta recognize and honor our members. He says Swiper a yeah.
Oh, that's like Pasadena. Okay,
Pasadena.
He said Swiper what? Read it. Go ahead, read it out loud. No, Ron, read it in your voice because you probably sent it. Read it in your voice.
So I'm MBRK the great. Well, I mean I am the great, but I'm not MBRK. But he says Swiper a yapper. He said, this is not a talk show.
Say I said.
I said Swiper a yapper. This is not a talk show, Baldy.
Okay. Actually, this is a talk show. What are you talking?
Literally is a talk show. And by the way, never mind. I ain't gonna flex on none of y'all, bro. I'm gonna just accept. I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept the because what I've learned. Now put me back on the team. This is a team. Okay, I don't need to be LeBron.
Okay, bro.
This is a team. This is 2015 Hawks. All right. I just want to be Paul Millsap, Mars.
Hey, Paul Millsap is dumb.
Hey, look, I'll be whoever. I'll be Tayshaun Prince on 04 if we need to be. I don't need to be the all-star. Okay, just throw me the rock. I'll guard up. Listen, Ron. Okay, they want me to feel bad about doing something I love with gentlemen I respect. Okay, gentlemen that I appreciate. I've been a fan for a year now. I'm good. I'm living. I'm eating good. Look, I'm in the house. Feel me? I might not be sitting at the king table with Big Ox. But look, hey, I got a kiddie table over here. I still get a chicken leg in there.
You are not at the kids' table. Hold on,
chill. You want to sit with the kids?
No, he is not at the kids' table. No, he's not.
Sniper, you're not on open jet. I mean, you're not on
First off, Mars.
Yo, Mars, me myself personally, I wouldn't accept
that. Doing too much. You doing too much, Mars. That's not what I meant, and you knew exactly what I meant. That's what I'm saying, Mars. You are still over there, so you was definitely in the house. We was not in the house. So everybody over here was out the house. Mars, that's crazy. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Hey, why don't you elaborate? Elaborate what you meant, Mars. Elaborate what you meant.
He doesn't have to elaborate. This is what I'm telling you, Swiper, when I talk about him being a scumbag. He's a scumbag. I'm telling you. Mars is a scumbag. Every day and twice on Sunday. He is scum. Yes, he is.
Since when is being in the house a bad thing?
And then he tries to dress it up.
Right.
See?
In the African American community, yeah, it's not a great thing, Mars.
It's
not a great thing.
I'm telling you, man, I'm saying you got a roof over your head and you get mad at me. I guess. My bad.
So Mars, be grateful.
My bad. I guess. My bad.
It's funny. Mars, he's a very smart man, but also obviously very educated as well. I know what you're doing. See, Mars is the type to try to plant something and try to change the language around it. That way it doesn't seem as bad as it is. And Mars, he be having this low-key beef with me and all this other stuff that he be creating in his own head because, oh, here comes Swiper. This guy's trying to act like he knows everything he's talking about. And I've never said that. I have absolutely conceded. You've been right about some stuff, Marv. But you know who you've been? You, sir, have been Samuel Jackson. I've been Django, walking in on the horse, trying to take care of the job. And see, here you are looking at me like I'm crazy.
Right
you
now.
looking at me like I'm crazy when I be trying to say something. And here he go. He be like, Ron, you just gonna let him say that? Ron, you just gonna let him do that? Ron, you just gonna let him do what he won't like that? Ron, he's gotta just be up here yapping. Ox, you know it's true too. So that's what I'm telling y'all, man. Yeah, exactly. Mars be slaying semantics. I know what you be doing, bro. It's all good because you my brother. You my brother.
Semantics is heat.
You my brother.
Light skin on light skin crime is crazy right now, y'all. Come on, man. Stick together, man.
Y'all supposed to be clicking up.
This is why y'all calling me light skinned. That's not even a light on his face. That's just how he looks. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You calling me light skinned. We are not in the same boat.
It's not a light. It is a light. What are we talking about? Anyway. I thought me and Swiper would be. I thought me and Swiper would be in the house together, just on good vibes. But I guess
in the house. I'm not in the house with you, bro. No.
I thought it was good vibes over here. I'm washing dishes. He's sweeping the floor. I guess not. All right, never mind. Never mind.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Oh, that's
heat, man.
All right, so
man.
We got a $20 super chat from Keys. He said, I came up here in October and I told y'all we will be 5th in the East, and look at us now. Franz is back at 100. And we looking real scary. And Jonathan Isaac starting at the 5, playing 25 minutes a game, 26 to be exact in the last 2 games. See ya in the second round.
Hey, Mars, remember
you seen what he did today? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Mars, remember earlier in the season, that was something that we had talked about up here. Like, is this minute restriction thing forever, or are they just kind of gonna ramp it up in the playoffs? That's scary if he can play full minutes in the playoffs. That's scary. Also, I want to ask y'all, where do you think Orlando would be if Franz never got hurt?
A lot of their losing streaks came with Franz not in the lineup. Now, they're the 5 seed? They're like 2 games back of 3. I think they could have been a 50-win team, just like based on whatever. But I think I've seen something. I can't remember where I've seen it. Like post All-Star break, I think they've beaten 2 teams above 500. So we're in the playoffs where every team's above 500. That's a concern. Now, I don't think they're going to win, but I do think it's been a successful season. I think it's been interesting. And Jonathan Isaac, people are realizing, man, he's special. He's special. Now, Wemby, everyone's, Wemby, defensive player of the year every year. Man, let Jonathan Isaac play 32 minutes a game. He's gonna have some action for that defensive player of the year. That's all I know.
So we're gonna talk about every single series too. That's already set. Tomorrow we'll get to the play-in tomorrow. But today we're gonna talk about every single series, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts, predictions, X factors, all of that good stuff. But chill, as you were saying.
I wasn't saying anything about anything.
You were saying something about Mobley.
I was just saying Miles brought up the defensive player of the year. I think that it's going to be Wemby and Mobley for a long time, and I think Herb Jones is he's gonna make his way into that. There's a reason why Jonathan Isaac plays limited minutes, because unfortunately he can't really hold up like they want him to. If I could get 30 minutes out of him, yeah, I think we're having a different conversation, because I don't think even just at 25 minutes, I don't think that there's a guy in the league that you get that kind of value from. I don't think there's another guy in the league that you get that kind of value from. So with him being on the floor, if you could get 25, 30 minutes out of him, yeah, I think we're having a different conversation about Jonathan Isaac. But for the most part, I think the two best defensive players in the game for a long time are going to be Mobley and Wemby. I think they're the future of the league defensively.
DSG Piccolo with the $10 super chat. He said Scoot had a sprained ankle / bone bruise early in the season and an abductor strain around All-Star break. The goggles are so he doesn't mess with his contacts while playing in the game.
So Ron, just so you know, it's not an abductor strain, it's an adductor strain. That's the muscle that Willis Reed tore when in Game 7 of the NBA Finals in 1970. So
that's the outside one or the inside one?
That's the inside one. It's the muscle that enables you to lift your leg when you walk. That's why he was dragging his leg. That's a season-ending injury. So the fact that he strained that, it would explain why he wasn't as sharp as he was. So,
fellas, that's what the ladies are working on. Well, let me not say
when
ladies.
when they're in the gym doing that little.
When you sitting down,
Yeah,
you want to
that-
squat
that-
like
yeah,
this
yeah.
and then outside. Well, I love that machine, boy.
we're in a
Hey,
different time.
Ox,
though.
you
gotta-
conveniently always work out around that machine.
You gotta be careful how you talk to the ladies in the gym. I ain't been in the gym in years, but you gotta be careful how you talk to the ladies in the gym now. I don't want to go off the rails. But anyway,
I
Ron,
gotta be careful how they talk to me.
the adductor and the adductor muscle are
How
two
they
different
talk to you because y'all on the same machine with the same weight, you mean?
Viper, you need to get off that bench press. All right, you need to work on your legs.
My legs.
Yeah, you need to work on your legs.
Ron, so Ron, is swiping that real big dude with them little ass legs? Is that who swiping is?
Y'all can literally go, but Ron, my legs. Ron, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm not one of them.
I bench more, or I'll squat more than you.
Ron, you've never seen me.
And I squat more than you. I seen me.
Sounds like a challenge.
You've
That's
seen
what it
you,
sounds like to me.
Ron. Ron, the only way I would get down to your sides if I look at one of them funny mirrors at the circus, like when they slim you down. That's what I'm telling you, bro. I would lose. I would lose going down to your level, and years worth of work. Telling you, bro.
He said Johnny Bravo. Yo, I love the chat, bro. I love the chat.
He said,
even when it's LA flight, even though you a Lakers fan, bro, that was hilarious, bro. No more love, though. No more love. It's funky right now.
Right. And then you and Ak got the same deficiency. Both of y'all shoulders connect dang near. So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Leave me out of this, bro. My introduction.
No, wait, hold on.
Look at
I'm being real. Bro. Look out. No, Ron, do a close up of yourself. Do a close up of yourself, Ron. No, do a close up real quick. Do a close up. All right. You see the way that hoodie is draped over Ron like a shroud? You see the way it's draped over him? Now go to me. Now go to me. Look at me. Do you see the way this fits around me? It's like encompassing something. That's the difference.
You bought it a size too small. You want to look big.
You out here 200
It's literally an extra large.
Yo, give your little brother his hoodie back. Man, what's wrong with you, man?
Triple X.
Man, you don't went to the preschool and took one of them kids' hoodies, man. What's wrong with you?
What you mean,
bro? This is your fault.
What you mean? Where you at? Go ahead. Go ahead. Put them up.
You're the one who started this, Mars. This is
go ahead and put them up.
For real.
Go ahead and put them up.
You really look like a big dude, Swap. You look like you're well.
No, go ahead and put them up.
Ron.
No, Ron. Dude, zoom in on Ron. Y'all
can have a flex off.
Zoom in on Ron. Let me see.
I ain't finna pull the guns out. We ain't got enough ladies. And we ain't got enough ladies in the chat.
Ain't got enough ladies. What's that got to do with this? You see, Chill. That's how I know he ain't in the gym for real. This is about you starting to mess with the wrong person. You started to mess with the wrong person. My name ain't Ox. It ain't Deer. It ain't Ox. It ain't Deer. It ain't Bambi. All right, it ain't Bambi. Okay, you know an elk is bigger than an ox, right? You know an elk is bigger than an ox. Call me elk. Alaskan elk. Thoroughbred.
So you're not a moose?
They whichever one you want to call. Whichever one you want to call.
You might want to go with moose. But look, Swiper, I just want to say this real quick. We can get all the way off of this, Swiper. I see you look like you're a well put together fella. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But see, I lift weights for two reasons.
Oh, here we go. He gonna say
one reason is just in case she over 180 and I got a 80.
That's why you see his audio.
Hey,
you know who did
that?
That came from somewhere on high. Let's go ahead and bypass that. No. Take the message. Take the message. That came from somewhere on high. Don't take the message. Don't finish that sentence.
No. It's good.
Okay.
It's good. Right. Relax, Viper. Chill out. I'm not at home, so I'm using my mobile setup. It's raggedy. But look, that's the first reason. The second reason is so when brothers that think they're bigger get out of line. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not lifting weights to play with my titties and mirrors, Swiper. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Swiper. I put brothers through walls, Swiper. Don't play with me, all right?
What?
Don't play with me. I make.
What is going on, Ron? What's happening right now? What are we doing?
When we in the building, when we in the building, Swiper, if you play with me, you touch every wall.
What is going on, Ron?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you play with me, you touch every wall in the building. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Self-defense, and pick them up when they're a little heavy. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it, and that's all. I'm not having no flex off. Y'all up here talking about flex.
I mean, initially I did say I squat more. I didn't mention anything about the upper body. You know, I just said like, you know, I put a few plates up there.
He said he puts the competition through a wall. I put them through walls. I got you.
All right, y'all. We got to get back to these super chats. Low Key 870 Music became a member. Shout out to Low Key. Appreciate you, brother. Steven sent through a super chat and said Puerto Rican swiper is crazy. Laughing my ass off.
Chill started all this, by the way. This all derailed with Chill, the elder. And now he took his shirt off. Now he got his muscles out. Ron, you can't even do that. You can't even do that. At least he got some muscle on his shoulder. Look at you, Ron. You got 2 shirts on, and it's dragging. It's draped over you. Come on, bro.
Right,
it looks like a blanket.
The next time I get a PC hoodie,
I don't know.
Next time I get a PC hoodie, I'm gonna order a medium like blankets.
Hey, look, Ron. Ron. Hey, Ox. I didn't know Players' Choice made snuggles. I didn't know they made snuggies for robes. I didn't know they made that. Bathrobe.
I thought you was from a high Hispanic community. You should be showing love.
Yo, what's wrong with y'all?
JDCM said,
y'all need help.
JDCM said, anyone think LA losing on purpose to avoid Denver? I see this is a trending topic today.
I don't think that they do. I don't think that they losing on purpose, like what we talked about earlier. Teams hunt matchups, and not just in games. Teams also hunt matchups in the playoffs, and there's a reason why Cleveland didn't beat Charlotte yesterday. There's a reason why they sat all of their guys, because getting a 4 seed, they're looking at Orlando. We can beat them. That's a better matchup for us than maybe having to play Indiana or maybe having to play Miami or Philadelphia and get the 2 seed. So, absolutely.
Big Don Rich said, can we get back to the playoffs? Basically, he's tired of y'all antics.
Y'all? All right, bet. Cool.
Yours, Swiper.
Chill. The antics go Chill, Ron, and Ox today, and then Swiper. So that's how this works. Forgive your originals.
I mean, I think we should just stick to how things initially go. First, we blame Dub. Second, we blame Mars.
But where would we start, Mars? Where would we start, though?
Held up for sure. That's where we started.
Hey, wait. The play-in starts tonight?
No, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, he messed up.
Hey,
WNBA draft tonight, man. Y'all tap in, man.
Yeah, we already know how this first 5 is going.
Get ready for Cameron Brink and Carmela Cardozo putting the Sparks back on the map, man.
What picks they got? 2 and what?
2 and 4. Cameron going
That's
2,
crazy.
Camilla going 4. It's going back. It's going up.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's crazy.
I can't stand girls like Cameron Brink.
You can't stand what?
I can't stand them girls. And the reason why I can't stand them girls is because when I was in school, them chicks wouldn't give me the time of day.
Oh, well, you a loser. That's why. I thought you were talking about somebody else.
What the fuck?
Chicks wouldn't give me the time of day. I'm getting chased around by the softball chicks and the gymnasts. That's who I'm getting chased around.
Well, I need to get some
Chill,
fresh air,
softball chicks is where it's at, though.
I need to get some fresh air, bro.
Absolutely. Softball, not just softball chicks.
That sounds like a problem for you, bro. Like, I mean,
I must have repellent on me or something, because them 6'3" and them 6'5" volleyball chicks wouldn't give me the time of day. I'm like, what the hell wrong with me? What's going on?
Well, the problem is the man, not the stature. So I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I don't know what it was. I don't get it.
I've never had that issue. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't speak to that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Chill,
all right, Tyrone Winston.
Chill. You be at the country club right now. I don't want to hear that. Chill. You be playing around.
I do not.
52 years old with the pepper. Nah, yeah, right, bro. Yeah, right. Watch out, bro. Stop.
Chill do be trying to act like he don't be cleaning up. Like, Chill, you gotta at some point you gotta stop being humble. Like, you know, a wise, well, not really all that wise, but okay, fella.
Chill, if you was in Atlanta, You was in Atlanta right now. Everybody looking at you. Money bag chill. Oh, you do a show. How many shows do you do? Oh, really? Oh, really? You be going crazy in Atlanta. Goodness.
Yo,
anyway, Ron, as
Chill
you
in Florida. Chill be holding out on the stories. Chill got all the stories. But chat, it's all good. Maybe one day I'll chill with Chill or something. We'll get something. But
Chill with Chill, a family show, Ron. A family show.
It is. Make sure we clear on that. Yes, it is.
Okay. NBAX. I got you, Chill.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrone Winston says Suns versus T-Wolves. Not looking good for the Wolves.
I actually like this matchup, to be honest with you. I like this matchup. And it's a test of what did what's his name? The Lupe Fiasco. What's his song?
Kick Push?
Nope, the other one. Say it again, Ron.
That's the only one I know.
If you are what you say you are,
yeah, that one. That one's hard.
And Minnesota has made it clear. What have they been all year on the other side of the basketball?
It's gonna be tough for them.
On the defensive,
one of the best. They've been the best defense.
Do you think it's a 6-game series?
If you are what you say you are, prove it. Because this is the ultimate test for your defense with KD, with Book. I think
so. Chill. What did the Timberwolves do? What did the Timberwolves do? Chill. I want because this is what I know. You've been saying this, Morris. I know you've had issues with this. How do Rudy? Because Cat's back now, right?
Yep.
So how do Rudy and Cat stay on the floor? Are those just staggering minutes? How do they play together?
Well, one, they need Nurkic. Nurkic doesn't really do anything outside of 17 feet. Rudy has already proven that he can guard more on the perimeter than he could in the past. He's been really good in closeouts. He's been really good at not fouling on the perimeter. He's clean glass this season. He's been one of the better rim protectors. That's where they're at their best with Nurkic, who I've seen him destroy Anthony Davis on the glass. I've seen him beat up a whole bunch of people on the glass. So that's going to be some of that. That's going to be a lot of what they do with getting him, with keeping Rudy on the floor. Because if Nurkic is on the floor, Rudy has to be on the floor. Now the difference here is on the perimeter where they're playing defense. Jaden McDaniels, if you are what I think you are, is one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. The way to show it, one of the things that he has to do is get KD off rhythm. How do you get KD off rhythm? You got to keep the ball away from him. Once KD gets off the ball, he's got to stay off the ball. And when he gets the ball back, he's got to get the ball back where we're at the shot clock at like 4 or 5 seconds, where he's got to take something ill-advised. We have to do that. With that also being said,
Hayden has to do that. You're saying? Keep the ball.
I feel like he's got to throw him off rhythm. Now they're going to hunt the matchup with Mike Conley and Book. They're going to hunt that matchup just off a size advantage alone. They're going to do what they can to get Book matched up on Mike Conley and go after him, right? So now what we have to do, we can't blitz Book. And the reason why we can't blitz Book, because one, we can't blitz Book. We can blitz Book. Let me take that back.
They got too much shooting over there, Chill.
Hang on for a second though, because we can blitz because we can blitz Book. Book is a turnover machine in the double team. But we got to be real careful where we blitz him. We can't have him at the top of the key where he's got all his vision. Dallas was the ones who wrote the blueprint on Book, where they got Book in the short corner and they jumped him and he's throwing the ball in the stands. He's turning the basketball over. That's a good plan for him, where you're jumping him. You can't blitz him with Jaden McDaniels. No, you can't do that. I'd blitz him with Naz Reid. Get more size on him, get him in the short corner, and make him pass out of the double team and get him off rhythm. Now, with that being said, I also feel like Minnesota, with their defense and how good they play defense, they got to speed the game up. They have to speed the game up and get more stuff on. They have to get more stuff in transition, especially against this Phoenix team, because Phoenix is going to play fast. They don't want to speed the game up the entire game, but they got to speed the game up on defense and get buckets on defense.
But I think the thing with the Suns that people are a little behind on, not here, but I think nationally, their defense has been good. They've been having the top 10 defense for a good bit now, like over the
Phoenix. So what are you talking about? You talking about Phoenix?
So Phoenix's defense over the half of the season, especially since the All-Star break, has actually been really good. They're really good at shortening the court because they have a lot of length, like in their back line. And so when they put Royce O'Neal in there with KD and like they're moving around on their guards a lot, Nurkic actually does a really good job of closing a lot of those pocket passes. And because he's so big, you can't just get to the rim initially, and he's good at stopping you from getting to that point. And KD, he's had a really unheralded defensive year as well. Like, I do think that the Suns, and I think the problem with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I've said this I think on here before, the Timberwolves only have one shooter they can go to consistently that's like going to get you consistent pull-up jumpers. And I think if you're playing versus a drop coverage team, that's tough to deal with. And for whatever reason, maybe some of y'all can explain this better than some. Like, Ant's averaging 14 points a game on terrible numbers, like terrible efficiency versus the Suns this year. And he's played over 30 minutes all 3 of the games. So there's something that they're doing.
Every time. So
you said what?
And the Timberwolves get smoked every time they play Phoenix.
Right.
Too.
I can't explain that, Swipe. But one thing I do know is Phoenix in 5.
They trap him. That's what it is. They trap him.
I was just about to say that. They
Phoenix,
jump him.
Phoenix
the exact thing.
But
The exact
thing
thing
is,
that
they don't have anybody else outside of Mike that they can give the ball to and then create off those actions and take advantage of the advantage they have. Like Jaden is not, bro. Chill. I'm letting Jaden McDaniels take all those shots, all those tough shots possible. Every one of them. Every one of them. So, but then the problem is you got to go down and stop KD, Book, and Bill, and Grayson from doing that. I'm saying that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. And it's not that Minnesota's fraudulent either. I just think the Suns are just better than what people think.
This is not the matchup I wanted for Minnesota, man.
Would you want them to see? Like just
not. I don't know. I don't know, man. I like.
There's no such thing as a good matchup in the West. That's the thing. Like,
I like.
I mean, every matchup is like you could. Every team could.
Every team could. Now, don't get me wrong, Mars. There's a bunch of tough teams in the Western Conference, but there are some good matchups for certain teams, like the Lakers with Oklahoma City. That's a good matchup for them, off the strength that Anthony Davis can rough up Chet. Chet is huge in what they're doing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, my point is, OKC are the 1 seed.
Right.
Them having to play the Lakers is a bad matchup.
It's a bad matchup for them.
That's what I mean. I don't care about these little low-seeded teams being a good matchup to upset the high-seeded team. Nice. The top seeds are having to play teams that, like, you don't want to have.
Well, Mars, they don't got to worry about. They don't got to worry about that. They don't got to worry about.
Oh, they got to worry about the ones.
So the same logic, Swiper, that you talked about, the same logic you talked about with what Anthony Edwards, what Phoenix does with him, that's the same thing that I'm thinking Minnesota needs to do with Book. Because Book has proven in the past he does not play well in the double team. He has historically been one of the league leaders in turnovers when he gets double. Historically, he's been that way. So depending on where you blitz him, where you double him, he can definitely be a liability when you double him. And the problem with Ant, they double Ant off screens in the mid-range. They'll double Ant like 22, 23 feet away from the basket, which you shouldn't because you don't have to jump him that far away from the basket. They get him around the 17, 18-foot range where Ant has proven he's not that good of a passer, right? He's not that good of a playmaker when he gets blitzed. And I think that comes with time. They actually did a good, and Mars, I don't know if you watched the game yesterday, but they actually did a good job of getting Rudy involved in the game yesterday. Now they got to put the other stuff together. That's the other thing that they have to put together.
Good. Rudy, more
right.
Rudy.
Right.
More Rudy.
If
that's
Rudy,
the point.
If Rudy averages 24 against me, we win in the series.
Right. I'm winning. That series is over in 5. That's the point.
Either way y'all look at it, I said Phoenix in 5, but that was just showing love to Minnesota. I ain't gonna lie. We might be bringing the brooms out this series.
No, that's tripping. That's true. I think
we might be bringing the brooms out. Bro.
This Timberwolves offense just isn't
trash.
Like,
their clutch
I've
offense is
I've been saying that all year, so
their
like I might be wrong about this series, and maybe the Timberwolves just strap up.
Which is ironic, man, because they get good action. They get damn good action. Why they can't convert on it, that's something else. But they get good action, Swiper. They do.
Well, who's going to convert it? Who's their shot maker?
Anthony. That's the problem. They're relying on a 4th-year 2-guard who doesn't really have that.
Mike Conley had this season. Mike Conley's had an overachieving shooting season. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, an overachieving shooting season. I think Mike Conley's legit. But I'm saying like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jaden McDaniels has shot better this year than I think you can project for the playoffs. I think the problem is that if you bog their offense down to Ant, go kill it, and then everybody else, like, we're going to give you some difficult opportunities for the rest. I mean, I'm just saying, man, like, offense matters now in the playoffs. And if you don't have high level shot creation, which is why OKC is terrifying. OKC is 3 shot creators, 3 of them. And I think the problem is like if J-Dub and Shea, and then however you feel about like Chad or Kaysen or whatever, they just have dudes that can put the ball on the ground and create space and get shots up. The problem is like Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Jaden. If you do that with the Timberwolves, I'm living. If Rudy Gobert is maximizing that short roll, I'm living, and I'm good with that because you're not going to beat me with those 3 players more times than I'm going to beat you with mine. So, and then if they're going to play drop, bro, like maybe
we can't play drop on book. You can't.
But they have to. They're not going to blitz with Rudy like that though.
Yo, Damo, what's good with you, bro?
Hey, pass that, Damo. Pass that. Still hot. Still muted, brother.
El Damo.
El Damo. Can't hear you, brother.
I hate this.
Now you hot.
Okay, now I'm good. Now I'm good. What's up? What's up?
I want to hear how you feel about this series. Wolves and Suns. And by the way, just want to put this out there. They played yesterday with a lot of implications on the game. The Wolves were fighting for the number 1 seed. The Suns were fighting to get out of the play-in. And the Suns spanked the Timberwolves yesterday. Both teams were fully healthy. Cat played. It was a competitive game. Well, it looked competitive, but it really wasn't competitive. And Bradley Beal went ballistic yesterday. He had 36. He really put the team on his back. He had 36. I went 6 for 6 from 3. Had 6 rebounds, 5 assists, couple steals. But Damo, talk to me about this series. How do you feel?
Honestly, I hear all the concerns when it comes to the Minnesota offense. I don't think that last night was an indication of how an entire series is going to go versus the Suns. And B, I think we're selling how good of a defense that is really short by worrying about the offense they may need. If I'm keeping you from scoring, that's all that matters to me. I'm not going to lie. I understand that you might have reservations about the others trying to create shots. I still trust Ant. When it comes to Cat, I mean, you cannot trust Cat if you want, but to say Cat's not a playmaker, not a shot creator, Cat can create his own shot. Now, again, I was just about to say, you can have your reservations about how you feel about Cat in the playoffs, but to say, typically Cat's a shot creator, but in the playoffs, that's not Cat anymore. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Just say you don't fuck with Cat. Cool. I'm gonna have a little faith in Cat. Because mainly biased, I'm not gonna lie. Beforehand, I didn't trust him either. So I feel that, but I'm not gonna say they're gonna get swept. It's gonna be a hard series. It's definitely gonna be a hard fought series, and it's definitely gonna be a bunch of proving people wrong for them to win. I see this game. I see it possibly going 7 games for the Wolves. If the Wolves win, it's going 7 games. Not gonna lie, if they can't get it to go. I'm with Ox. They might need to pull the brooms out.
I'm taking Minnesota in 6. I think their defense is going to prevail.
But when has defense won like that in this era, though? Like without on the other end having like at least one, even the Warriors with Steph, like his shot making is what took them over the top. So I'm saying their defense was number 1 through the playoffs. But I think go ahead.
I was going to say, I think Ant is the guy. I think Ant is the guy. Now I understand it may be too early, or he hasn't proved that he's that guy yet. But this is the season for him to prove it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm being very optimistic about it. I understand that maybe they don't have when we look back at it, they don't have that go-to guy. But this is Ant's time to prove that he is that guy. All year he's been being put in place to be looked at as one of the next superstars in the league. This playoffs this is going to be his chance to prove that. Same thing with Shea. Everyone's saying they don't believe it. Oh, man, Shea's this good. Shea's is good. What about the playoffs? This is his chance to prove he's that good.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, Damo, this is one of those times where as much as I really love Rudy Gobert, I know you don't. I'm a big fan of Rudy Gobert, but this is one of those times where Rudy just can't play. Rudy's just not playing.
We taking him out the series, Ox? How we doing that?
Rudy's not playing, Chitchat.
How? He let him in scoring last night.
I know, damn that.
Rudy getting that.
I'm talking about this. Oh, we don't got no time for none of that. Damn the rim protection. We might be going small. And when I say he's not playing, that means we're going small where Cat and Nas are interchanging minutes at the 5. You know what I mean? And those two still might not even play together that much. We speeding up the game. Nas playing the 5, Cat playing the 5. We going with that. Rudy, you playing like 7 minutes a game, buddy, and that's with all due respect. I love you, Rudy, but this is not your series, dog.
You don't play him with Nurkic on the floor. You don't just not even with Nurkic. Not even with Nurkic.
I'm on my Ty Lue right now, man.
Why do we take Rudy out of the series? What about Rudy makes them detrimental?
They're gonna be hunting that. And I would. My thing is, if Rudy's gonna get hunted, the least we can do is speed the game up and make that person that's getting hunted be a threat on the other end of the court. You know what I mean? Nas can get the ball. Nas can get the ball off the break and push the break, speed it up. In the half court set, I like what Cat's gonna do. Rudy's not bringing any of that. As much as I agree with you, they're not looking for Rudy on that roll. They're not looking for Rudy on the block. So just get him out of here. This isn't his series. We need to speed the series up. Rudy's not going to get the ball.
Their team falls apart. Then the whole concept. Okay, the whole concept of their team falls apart.
Says you, Swiper.
No, that's their only.
Okay. So that what we've seen in the series. I mean, in the season. I mean, during the regular season. It's cool if we don't play that way. There's more than one way to skin
no, there's no, Ox. What I'm saying to you is their entire premise of why they're important is their best player is probably even Rudy Gobert, at least their most important player. If they don't have the identity of having him on the court, that changes everything for what they're doing.
But y'all get too caught up in this is our identity. This is what we do. We got
every team better have an identity in the playoffs.
Yes, everybody has an identity, but so we're not gonna die on this identity, is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna die.
What else do we do though?
You haven't even given them the opportunity to die. You're like,
we can
they
do
going into battle
different. But we need to go into battle with the new game plan. Because that game plan, as good as it was, as much as it got them to the three seed, it's gonna get their ass whooped against the Suns. Now, if we're playing Denver, keep your identity. But man, we are in an identity crisis right now, and we need to change some things up because Rudy is going to be getting cooked in this series.
Now when you say hunting matchups, how are we hunting Rudy?
Why is Rudy the one getting hunted? That's crazy. Why is he getting hunted?
Are we hunting Rudy to get switches? Because I can tell you right now, Jaden McDaniels, he fights over screens. Mike Conley, he fights over screens. Alexander, he fights over screens. All of these guys fight over screens. We're not switching ones and fives like they're doing in Milwaukee. We're not doing that.
You can fight over a screen all you want, but the screen is still a screen. If a body's in front of you, you can't just go through that body. If we're setting good solid picks, I can fight over the screen. But when I fight over the screen and it's Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant with the ball, fighting over that screen is not going to save me when they're coming off that screen attacking downhill. Now I'm attacking Rudy's outside hip. Rudy, if y'all want to try to sell me that Rudy let's say he's not playing drop against Devin Booker, which is what I just heard 3 minutes ago. If he's coming off that screen, if y'all want to sell me that Rudy Gobert can stay in front of him and we getting a good contested, then fine. Okay, well we can go that route if that's what's gonna happen. But all six of us up here know in our hearts that is gonna be a recipe for disaster.
I don't think it's Rudy. I think the language Rudy's getting hunted. I more so think it's the scheme being attacked. Rudy is not the one to hunt per se. I think the point is you want to bring Rudy away from the basket as much as possible to eliminate what he does around the rim. And then therefore from there, you can attack everything on the tertiary of their defense. That's what matters.
So what I said previous to this two spot was this. If we are going to, whoever it is, if you're going to be getting cooked in that matchup, I need you to, in turn, be able to give me something in transition, give me something on the offensive end of the floor. Mars just said, you just said that we're not dumping the ball down to Rudy. What is Rudy?
He's an excellent play finisher though.
If everybody just said, okay, if Rudy scores this much, then we're losing. We're not playing through Rudy. Okay, I need Naz Reid to speed the game up. I need you getting the ball off the break. I need Nas scoring in transition. I need Cat. Stop shaking your head and breathing in the mic. You want to take deep breaths and suck your teeth, get a duel away from the mic. We don't want to hear that. What I'm saying is
through a wall.
Because I'm trying to teach you something right now, Swiper.
Focus. I'm with you, Ox. Focus. I'm with you, Ox. Stay focused.
Swiper.
Why you put me on?
Swiper. I'm trying to teach you something. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mouth shut and your ears open. Listen. What I'm saying is, if we gonna cook in this side, I need you to get something in transition. We got to speed the game up. Chitchat, you always say, what's the problem with the Timberwolves? Scoring in the crunch time, scoring in the half court set. Okay, we'll speed the game up. Let's get some transition buckets. Let's get Naz Reid coming downhill against Kevin Durant. Let's make Kevin Durant play some transition defense. These are the things we have to look at in order to win series. I need to steal 8 transition points. I need to steal points because the firepower the Suns are bringing, we're not going to be able to stop that. We can't slow that down, even with the defensive player of the year. The defensive player of the year is not going to slow down that firepower. So what do we have to do? We need to speed it up. We need to steal some points. We can't score in half-court offense. That's what you told me, Chitchat.
Right. So with that being
do something different.
Right. So with that, everything you said, sure, Ox. Here's the difference. The difference is that I'm expecting, from what you tell me, I'm expecting Bradley Beal when they hunt that matchup or they hunt that scheme. I'm expecting Bradley Beal to be a knockdown shooter on the regular, which he's not. I'm expecting Devin Booker to, when Rudy Gobert gets a hand in his face when he's coming off of that screen. I'm expecting him to be a knockdown shooter on the regular, which he's not. I mean, he can knock down the mid-range. He can knock down the long ball. I won't argue that. I won't argue that. But with a defense like what Minnesota has, where we're going to get schemes, where we're going to have Jaden McDaniels on him. We're going to get schemes where we have who else am I thinking about on the perimeter that they have? Anthony Edwards on him. When we have that, so it's going to be more than it's going to be more than just a body on him. We're also going to have hands in his face too, and we're also asking him to do what he did last year against the Clippers, where he's like 80% from the field. I don't think that he's going to be able to duplicate that. And the reason why we need Rudy on the floor is because Anthony Edwards, because Jaden McDaniels, because Naz Reid. Those guys, one, can take more chances on the perimeter, and two, we cannot eliminate my best rebounder, my best rim protector, my best interior defender. I can't take that off the floor, and Phoenix does not completely eliminate that, because if Phoenix takes that off if we take that off the floor, Phoenix beats us 4 games straight, because now we can't compete with them. Their best rebounder is on the floor. My best rebounder is off the floor. Their best their best glass cleaner and their best interior presence and Nurkic is on the floor. Mine is off the floor. We have nothing for that if Rudy's not on the floor. And he gives them so many different things in addition to playing defense. He gives them a bunch of different things as a glass cleaner, as a rim protector, running the floor, getting easy putbacks. All of that stuff matters. So like you just mentioned, having the basketball and giving you, like in transition, 5 possessions or 3. Well, if I can get Rudy diving to the basket and I can get 3 or 4 extra possessions where I can get putbacks, that helps us. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to get into a back and forth with them, and we want to go bucket for bucket. We're not good enough to do that. Our staple is going to be our defense, and we need Rudy on the floor for that.
Jaden McDaniels is still a hell of a defender. Anthony Edwards is still a hell of a defender. We still have defense on the floor without Rudy. See, now this is different for me. I really wouldn't see myself going this route. I like Rudy. I like Rudy a lot. So this isn't a knock to him. This is just me thinking that I'm thinking ahead. I'm just thinking of different schemes we could do. Now, I highly doubt Coach Finch is going to do this, but this is just, to me, the only way I can see them beating the Suns. As y'all know, I think the Suns are a far superior team. I just think that a lot of things got in their way, specifically injuries this season. I think the Suns are a top 3, top 4 seed in the West. So
one of the main reasons why they are as good as they are defensively is because of Rudy. That's why Jaden McDaniels.
Oh no, I understand that. But I don't agree with that. I think Jaden McDaniels is a great defender with anybody.
But Rudy makes him better, though. That's the difference.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
it always helps.
I disagree.
No, hold on, chill. Because you're about to argue we need to clear this up. It's always beneficial for an elite wing defender to have an elite rim protector. That always makes you better.
I understand that.
I'm saying that does.
That's what I'm saying. I disagree with that.
It's not about. Hold on.
I think
I'm not even done talking. So you be quiet. Small stuff with your drapes on your shoulder. What I was saying is that literally, if you have a wing defender, they can be as good as they want. But literally, you missed everything today, Damo. I got called light skin and mocha and Mexican, all that other stuff, like everything, like a bunch of stuff today. Ron was challenging me to a lift off, talking about my leg.
They called him Hispanic too.
They said it was Puerto Rico.
Swiper, focus.
Damo, they called bro a chicken nugget.
Right.
Okay, so as you were saying, Swiper, as you were saying, Swiper, see what you done did, Ox. See what you did, Ox? Now you got my man in the corner.
Yo, that's what I do. Yo, Chitchat, I'm a 90s baby. I grew up picking on light-skinned dudes.
You see that hook in the back of his head like Junior on Marvel for Kids? Oh, man.
Yo, Swiper, before I get to this super chat, do you want to finish your point? All right, so I got to address this.
Listen. All right, hold on. So I can finish this. So I think some of this though is, bro, like anytime you get an elite rim protector, they're always going to make guards, POA defenders better. That always just is what it does. Like now I can take risk knowing that you're there. Like Matisse Thybulle, that's one of the reasons why he was so great with Philly. Like I can take risks. I can gamble all the time. Joe's behind me. So you can't, even if you beat me, like Anthony Davis, like Vando, even if you beat me, you're still running into like a tower back there. That's all I'm saying.
Utah in 21.
No, and you're 100% correct with that, Swiper. I do agree. I agree with that point. I just feel like over gambling because I have a big, and me growing up playing down low, being a big, I used to be mad at guards for gambling because you got me. Like you need to still play solid defense. Don't gamble just because you think I'm gonna block every shot. You're gonna get me in foul trouble.
That's why I'm doing it, Ops, for that reason right there. That's why
I think that's wrong. See, those guards are the type of guards that piss me off.
Now I'm gonna be smart. Now I'm not
stop gambling just because I'm back here. I'm not here to guard your man. I'm here to play. Yeah, I'm here to play help defense. I'm here to protect the rim. But so to my point is, I think having a rim protector like Rudy, it helps in the team aspect. But Jaden McDaniels is already a great defender with or without a big behind him. That's all I was saying. But you are right about that. Both of you are 100% correct. When you have a big like that, it makes it easier. They can come and clean up some messes. That's 100% correct. I wasn't trying to say I disagree with that. All I'm saying is Jaden McDaniels is a hell of a defender with or without Rudy Gobert on the court.
Ron, quick side note, really quickly before we move on. Quick side note, man, I could watch Alex Caruso sit in that chair in front of anybody all day long. I watched him yesterday. I could watch him sit in that chair, those hands moving, those feet busy. Man, I don't care who you are.
That was a heavyweight matchup.
I could watch that.
Alex Caruso and Jalen Brunson, and it went in overtime. That was a heavyweight matchup. You're going to
earn your paycheck today, brother. You're going to earn it today. Those feet busy. Those feet, get them feet busy, get them hands busy. Oh, man, that was fantastic. But anyway, Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely got to, next year, somebody got to go get Alex Caruso. We got to see that in the playoffs. But
they about to could have gotten multiple first round picks for him. They're giving him up for a bag of Cheetos next year.
No, we gonna bring him to Houston.
We gonna bring him nowhere, Mars. I don't want to hear nothing from you. I'm sick of you, Mars. We gonna
give him whatever that Brooklyn pick lands at this year, 9th pick, 10th pick. We just gonna give him that.
Mars, I don't think you're on Chill's Christmas list.
I'm sick of Mars, right? Anthony Davis coming to the Lakers. I'm to the Rockets. And I don't care who it is. We getting them. We'll have. I guess we'll take Jalen Brunson or OG Anunoby in a trade. I suppose we'll have him. Sick of you, Mars. I am sick of you.
Don't worry, Mars. I got you. I'll send you an extra pair of socks or something. I know it's kind of cold over there.
Great. Okay. Thanks.
Music by P though with a good super chat. We were talking about Jaden McDaniels. He said, "Who does it make more sense for Jaden to guard, KD or Booker?" And keep in mind, last night during the game, Jaden McDaniels actually was guarding Devin Booker, and Ant-Man was guarding KD.
I think his primary matchup should be
Nobody
KD.
Was guarding Bradley Beal.
I think his primary matchup should be KD.
And it don't matter. KD finna cook. I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all all this reckoning's coming at least in the first round with KD, bro. He's about to go. He's about to go ham.
Now, if he don't, what conversation we gonna have?
If he don't, what you gonna do about it? I'm saying you gonna stop me.
Celebrate.
I'm gonna change my opinion.
I'm a hate. That's what I'm gonna do. Like I always do. I'm a hate. I'm a hate and push propaganda.
This is below your brand. This is below your brand. This is below your brand.
J Mac, and then Ant because Bradley Beal wanted to pop a little gum. You know what? Let me get him real quick. Let somebody else touch on. Let somebody else get Devin Booker. Let me get Bradley Beal, and they actually do put some.
Mike Conley's guarding Devin Booker?
No.
I mean, realistically, Devin Booker's gonna get some good shots no matter who guarding him. You pick your poison.
I'm just gonna let Nas Reed come guard KD.
So that's not light skin. My bad.
Yo, I gotta have Nas Reed come guard KD because, like, yeah, man.
I mean, you can't guard all of them. So somebody has to. It's gonna have to. You're gonna have to pull the. Hey, he gonna have to just kill us mentality with somebody.
French Montana.
That's crazy.
All right,
so we're talking about OKC being successful, Devin. You called me a weirdo with that avatar that you got. You probably look like that in real life.
Got some nerve calling me a weirdo.
Well, someone looks like that in real life. That's just offensive to that actual person. Like, he just caught the meanest straight. Like he genuinely looks like that in real life, and he just caught it straight.
What does he look like, Mars? He looks like a weirdo. That's what he looks like.
That's just the innocent kids.
No, still look like a weirdo.
You don't know if he innocent.
Chill. I saw another super chat where he said he looked like a thumb. Chill. That's crazy.
I do.
Yes, you said you look like a back of a thumb.
Oh, damn.
Which is the back? This is the front. This is the back, or this is the back? Because I see this part. So to me, this is like the front. You know what I'm saying? Because this is
I think this is the back. This is the back. He said Chill's head is shaped like a thumb. I don't know if y'all remember Spy Kids. Damo, you remember Spy Kids when we was kids? The first one.
That's
when
actually
they had those thumb people.
That was crazy.
That's actually funny.
They got the new Spy Kids. My kids was watching that the other day. It's weird though.
That movie is trippy, bro. Yeah, they all trippy.
Back to the drawing boards. SMN R&DM said, "Hi, I got a few things to say. Can you start the show in 30 minutes? I got a quick meeting I can't miss." Kappa.
Sorry.
Ron did not start the show in 30 minutes.
Yeah, next time we'll do that for you.
Just hit me ahead of time, SMN, and I got you.
I don't give a damn who it is.
But he did send some follow-up super chats though, which weren't 30 minutes late. So you were sending super chats in your meeting. But all right, SMN R&DM said, "I'm so ready. I'm gonna say it. If we beat the Clippers, we go all the way. Who wins between us and the Clippers? Who wins between us and the Clippers will win it."
Who between us?
Caveat.
Dallas and
if they beat the Clippers, they're going all the way. That's their biggest competition. Cool.
Yes.
All right.
I suppose.
I don't think that's the case, but I mean,
is all the way. When he says they're going all the way, does that mean win the championship?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Apparently, the Clippers are the bar.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're higher than the bar. They're above the bar. That's why
if they're going all the way, right?
Even before that,
we sweeping the Clips. Not gonna lie. I got bad news, man. I just want Kawhi to be healthy so we can see a full series. That's all I care about.
So
if they win,
I really don't know if y'all want to
win
with the Pelicans, bro. I don't know if y'all really want to with the Pels, Swiper.
Right, quick. Let's stick to this series though. We on the Mavs and the Clippers. I want you guys to talk to me about this series. How we feeling about this matchup? Assuming Kawhi's healthy. Damo?
Oh, y'all want to say it? All right, bet. This is the year the Clippers prove they're the Clippers in the first round. Big Luka, big propaganda. Nah, let me stop. This is gonna be a good series. I'm really gonna enjoy this series. I kind of trying to wrap my head around what are the Mavericks gonna do defensively to stop the Clippers, and I finally got to the conclusion it's not about that. Whoever gets 200 points first wins. That's gotta be the mindset they have. We just have to outscore them, which is definitely possible when you got the greatest white boy of all time in Luka. It's what's that face for? What's the face for?
Sengun Black now?
I thought Larry Bird exists personally. I get it.
Hey, shout out to Sengun.
First of all, you can't put Sengun in this conversation.
You're trash from TikTok, aren't you? You just troll just to make trolls. I get it. You don't even believe in what you're saying. You're doing this for content. I got you.
You don't. Wait. You don't think that I actually believe Luka's the greatest white boy of all time? Are we serious?
Let me stop.
Oh, okay.
I think he believes it. And I think it's close to.
Go ahead and eat. He probably thinks Subway got the best sandwiches too. So I'm good. Now go ahead. Believe what you want to believe.
Nah, Jimmy John's is better, but not the best. Jimmy John's is better. Jersey Mike's.
We not
about sandwiches. This ain't about sandwiches.
Shout out to homie Jersey. Shout out to homie.
You say Jersey Mike's.
Wait. Y'all don't got Togos over there?
No, we don't. I don't have a Togos by me. I've never had a Togos.
That pastrami joint at Togos is crazy.
Jokic and Luka are the top two. I'm not mad if he has Luka number one. That's valid.
And if you in Portland, man, make sure you hit up Steakadelphia, man.
No white boy got more on than Jason Williams though.
Mars, wait, you said Portland? Okay, you said Portland. Never mind, I lied. I was like, Steakadelphia. I heard Firehouse Subs is cool.
Yo, back to the series.
To answer your question, Ron.
Sandwiches now, Ron. That's just how it goes.
To answer your question, Ron, I think the Clippers play into the Dallas Mavericks' hands. I think the Dallas Mavericks set them up with the jab by speeding up the game, getting Daniel Gafford running at the rim, getting PJ Washington running to the long ball line, getting Derrick Jones Jr. also running to the rim, and then Ty Lue does what Ty Lue does, and he goes small, which plays right into their hands, which is the overhand right, and that's now slowing the game down. And Luka getting downhill, getting Daniel Gafford at the rim, getting PJ Washington at the long ball line wide open, getting Derrick Jones Jr. around the rim, getting all of these guys involved more. I think they handle the Clippers, to be honest with you. I do.
Oh, man, why y'all saying handle, man? I just don't like the way y'all talking about the Clippers, bro.
I think they
that's because they hate the Clippers, and that's not. They don't believe it's gonna happen. That's what they want to happen. So
you know what's funny? I'm starting
what have they done to change that narrative, though?
I'm starting to put 2 and 2.
I'm not playing in the downfall. I'm not.
Let me talk to you, Ox. You know what's funny, Ox? Put Ox up, please. You know what I noticed about Chill? There's a certain kind of player he likes to talk about and big up. And do you realize? Ox, hold on.
Nah, get him, Swiper. Get him.
Yeah. There's something because when we brought up the whole conversation about the hoodie, when I, as a very genuine friend, asked my friend Ron, "Can I get the next tan hoodie that came out?" Chill made the comment about my color, talking about, "Oh, you do," right? Funny. The only player he really big ups for real is Tatum. Did y'all notice that the only player? Listen. The only person he big ups for real, the dark as it goes, Ox, is Tatum. Have you noticed that? He didn't want to just go for Kawhi just now. He said Luka, Mavs just packing them up. But if that was Tatum on the other end, you see what I'm saying, Ox? Like, I don't know if I can. You get what I'm saying?
This because I've seen Chill big up Anthony Edwards for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Who's darker than me, by the way?
But they got a darker player on the other end of that team that is allowing for him to circumvent his normal routine and give it to the Suns. Therefore, he's not able to lean in on the Timberwolves like he wants because they got a darker player on the Suns. Therefore, you do the math. There's more melanin on the Suns than on the Timberwolves. Am I tripping?
The Suns have
Put the math together. Put the math together. Ox.
I mean,
Dumbo. Yeah, but look who's on
Grayson
the
Allen and Nurkic are both playing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, damn, that is a dark nigga. Yeah, that's bring it down a little bit. That's a lot of black.
The Bobo coefficient. That's what it is.
It's a lot of black.
So what you trying to say is Bobo being on the roster didn't make Grayson light skin?
The Bobo coefficient brings up the melanin factor of every player twofold.
Right. So somebody go look at Chill's past finals picks. There's a correlation.
Chill. You don't sent Swipe on the deep end. I don't think he could.
Way on the deep end, like the diving board is in the middle of the ocean right now. What are we doing? What is happening?
I don't think it's that crazy. I'm just doing the math. That's all I'm doing.
Swiper is discombobulated off that light skin remark earlier, Chilltown. I don't know if we getting this brother back to that.
Somebody said they haven't seen Uncle Ruckus and Chilltown in the same room before. That's all I'm saying. That's what somebody said in the chat.
Wow.
Somebody said that in the chat. I didn't say that. Somebody said that in the chat. I was just reading it. I was doing Ron's job. I just read it. Ron, do your job. Look at the chat. Look what it says.
I'm not reading that.
I just find it ironic how when it comes to Cat, it's historically he's been bad in the playoffs, so can't believe in him. But you want to believe in the Clippers. I get it. I understand. We pick and choose when we want to give grace and be optimistic. The same way you don't trust Cat because it's Cat. I'm never going to trust the Clippers because they're the Clippers.
But Kawhi's on the team. He's a winner.
He's been on the team. He's been on the team since AD been on the Lakers. What have they won? Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Not nothing.
What if the Lakers won?
They won NBA championship.
More than them? The same much as the Nuggets in your lifetime. The same many times the Nuggets in your lifetime. We've won with AD.
Damo, you ain't a real Lakers fan for real, bro. You ain't a real Lakers fan. I'm not really worried about you, bro.
Anyway, like I said.
What's the first year you watched the Lakers? 2001? All right, cool. Great. Good for you. 2001 was your year. Great for you. That was all of our years. That was all of our years. That was all of our years. Great job. Great job. You wasn't coming up from the grind for real. You wasn't not the young Kobe. You wasn't coming up the grind for real. That's all good.
Weren't you 5?
I got you.
I was a child.
Yo, that's crazy. Swiper just pulled out 2000.
Who was the first year you watched your team? Over 20 years ago? You ain't a fan? Nigga, huh? What?
So I said I'm only 26. That's right. No, it's right. You was a small child. I get you, Damo. My bad.
I know, small child is crazy. Let's
You were just a little. You was a little man. You was a growing development.
go with little man. Go with little man back then. Don't go with that.
Small child. Were you overtly tall? Like, what am I missing?
All right, so I gotta step in and encourage y'all to like the video.
Now you want to
Also,
step in.
I gotta shout out our new.
He don't step in. All right, whatever.
Also, I gotta shout out our new members as well, and let y'all know that it is April 15th. So, what does that mean? Feast your eyes on the screen. That means that we will be on Playback every single day this week. You can catch PC football today. Yes, that is today at 5:15 Eastern time. Tap in. It's gonna be your favorite crew, but just with a little twisted things on Playback today. Tomorrow you got Open Gym, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Pull up. We got a little. Hey, it's another caveat to Open Gym too. Just pull. It's gonna be a surprise tomorrow on Open Gym. Pull up and you'll see. Also, NBA X on Fridays. Yo, Damo. NBA X on Friday, man. Talk to me. How was it?
Hey man, the most X-rated show on the net, man. Fun show, fun time, fun Zod.
We getting canceled. How's it, Damo? They shutting us down.
Hey, they never should have gave a nigga like me money. I promise. Oh man. I'm bringing the fun back in basketball, man. It was a great first show. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Had a pretty good reception from people. Yeah. If you ain't seen it, make sure you all the members. Make sure you watch that content. If you're not a member, be there Fridays, bro. Everybody get the smoke. There is no ducking or dodging the smoke. You got an issue? Come on stage and press your issue.
Yeah, NBA X was OD. I just know where I'm gonna be on Fridays. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But all right, we've talked about a few series. Let me go ahead and put this on the screen because it's a couple of the series that we do need to talk about. So here it is right here, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're looking at right now in the 2024 playoffs. Let me zoom in here, though. Let me get a little closer. All right, so we talked about the Clippers and the Mavericks. We talked about the Timberwolves and the Suns. Let's go ahead and with no further ado, talk about the Bucks and the Pacers. How we feeling about this series, fellas?
Giannis isn't healthy.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing. I think everybody should be ready for him not playing in that series. I think people are having hope. If he does, I would be a little worried. If you have calf strain this soon, what has it been? A week? It's been a week.
Yeah.
Since then, it'll be almost 2 weeks since then. That's really close to coming back from calf strain. I'll be worried.
I would say if people are using the games yesterday as an indicator for how the playoffs is going to go, Giannis ain't healthy and Dame is unethical. So Big Reese. That's all I got to say. We out here for Big Reese.
I think I hit Damo yesterday. Dame had 15 points at the half. 12 of them 15 points was from the strike. I just want to put that out there.
Because he couldn't do nothing with Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah. 12 of them 15 points was from the strike. And he was getting bailed out on a bunch of different calls. If Giannis doesn't play in this, is Milwaukee good enough to beat Indiana without Giannis?
They're 1-4 against them this year with Giannis.
No, they're not.
No.
When Dame comes out and averages 606 points to beat the Pacers, the switch up is going to be insane.
But he won't. But he won't. When Dame comes out, it has to be the number one again on a team where he don't need to be the number one against a team that they struggle with all season, that has their number and has a guard that's ready to take the reins from Dame. Hey man, he better win, because if he don't, it's gonna be a nasty summer.
Do you think who's their best defender? But I think Dame will have the advantage not having to face like extremely difficult POA. Now Neesmith is a good defender, but like they're not gonna. But I'm saying, but like it's not like like Drew, KCP, and all of them. So do you think he still have like a decent series there?
I think that Neesmith is good enough defensively to pose enough issues for Dame to have a bad series. If it comes down to it, I think Dame is realistically. Me being the Dame hater, I think Dame might shoot himself out the series.
You hate
a laundry list of them, buddy. But I think Dame can have a series where he just isn't shooting well. He can shoot himself out the series.
The chill. The lighter they get, the more he hates. But that's another conversation. All right, go ahead.
That's not true. That's not true. Lonzo Ball is at like the top of my love list. What are we talking about? The Ball family in general. Right. Super high on him.
And he ain't been seen ever since. Go ahead, Ox. What you think about the series?
All right, watch him off.
Like Swiper. What is this light skin thing about?
You started it.
I should have never said that about you. I should have never said that.
Thoughts?
Pacers Bucks. That's what we're talking about, right? Pacers Bucks. Yeah, I got the I got the Pacers. Either way, with or without Giannis, I got the
This
Pacers.
is sucky, bro. That's such a terrible situation for the Bucks. I mean,
that's 2 years in a row, Swiper. So it's kind of
right.
sucks. I hate to see that. So
do you think he asked if he gets hurt, Ox? Real talk. Do you think he'd ask for a trade? After
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Giannis a cornball, man. He like that anyway. He might do it. But this my this my thing though. Even if Giannis was healthy, it would still be like Bucks in 7. You know what I mean? Like I don't got the Bucks. So especially with him not being healthy, man, I probably got Pacers in 5 or 6.
Does this series change?
Yeah, bro. No Giannis, bro. This is not even. It's not even going. They don't got a chance without Giannis.
The Pacers versus the Knicks or Heat, or who would they play? The Knicks or Heat or 76ers
in the next round.
They'd play the Sixers.
Man, bro, the East is something crazy, bro. That's nuts, bro. To go to the Eastern Conference Finals to get through the Pacers. This is like 21 in the East all over again, bro. When they had all them injuries. We're back to that point.
I think the difference in this series is Miles Turner. I think he's the difference in this series and what they trying to do.
Imagine saying that in the Western Conference.
I know that sounds nuts.
Did you
he's good though. He's a good player.
Did you hear what Swiper just said?
Point the other way. Other way, Ox.
About
that way?
Yeah, that way.
Okay, we'll see on mine. This looks funny. You hear what Swiper just said? You know what I mean? Like this is 21 all over again.
Right.
So the only reason that Giannis got one anyway is because of
that's true.
So
that's not to discredit Giannis, but that's what happened. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. But
the Nets were rolling through everybody at that point if they were healthy.
Got you.
James Harden, I think he looked like the best player in the world for. I mean, that's another slept on point. Like he was looking like the best player in the world for that last half of that season, averaging 25 and 12. He just looked like he could win the MVP that year.
There was a stretch where he was doing work. But I feel like Miles Turner is the difference in the series.
Good or bad, Chitchat?
In a good way.
He's a good player.
Okay, yeah, he was. Cool. And you know how I feel about Miles Turner. I think he's soft, right? But I think that he could be the difference in this series, having them speed the game up. Because you know how fast. I mean, they scored 157 points against Atlanta a couple of days ago, right? So with Miles Turner getting on the glass and rebounding more, with him protecting the rim more, I think that can make them even more viable because what they're going to try to do with Dame, what Indiana's going to try to do with Dame, I feel like Halliburton looks at Dame like, yo, this dude cannot stay in front of me. We could get whatever we want, whenever we want against him. So we know Pat Beverly's coming in the game to muck the game up. We know Pat Beverly's coming in the game to make things a little bit different and dirty up the game a little bit. So we can play that to our advantage by speeding the game up because I don't think that Milwaukee is that good. Not just overall defensively, particularly in transition. Now, the way that can work to Indiana's advantage is they got to be good defensively, and that starts with Miles Turner. He's got to clean glass. He's got to protect the rim. He's got to man the paint. I know that I think Mathurin. Is it Mathurin or Mathurin's the one that's out, or is it Neeson? Mathurin's the one that's out.
Did we talk about? Hey, did y'all talk about the Grayson Allen signing already?
No, we didn't. I know I think he just inked the
4 years, 70 million.
70? Yeah. 70?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes sense.
He's earned every last penny this year. Yes, every last penny.
Yes,
but you know, KCP is up for his player option for 15 this year, bro. He getting at least 18, 19 next year. Then if he's getting 17,
Grayson Allen's better.
Grayson's more valuable.
We'll pay KCP.
Better than KCP.
Hey, we'll pay KCP.
You don't need any. You need to keep staying young, bro. Would you stop?
No, we'll pay KCP a little.
Why? For what? To rot?
To take
Mars, what's wrong with what you have, Mars? What's wrong with what you have been building on that, Mars? Can you explain to me with Tari Eason and Thompson and Green? What's wrong with what you already got?
They can sign KCP and not sign back Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, just trade Dillon Brooks. Bring in KCP. Yeah.
Is his team option this year? Or is that Van?
Nah, it's
next year? Next year? Oh, never mind.
I don't know. But no, just trade him. We'll take KCP. Anyway, back to the Pacers.
I think Miles Turner is the difference in that series.
Fellas, I do want to mention that Shams reported that there's real doubt that Giannis will be ready for game 1 on Sunday. So we'll definitely monitor that and keep a close eye on that. I also do want to mention that this year versus the Pacers, Giannis is averaging 42 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists.
And if this is the regular season run,
that's why averages are flawed. He had a game with 64 points. So yeah, kind of skews the averages.
I mean, but at the same time, he had a game with 64 points. Like,
yeah, but you use averages over a 4-game sample. If I score 61 game and then score 10 the other games, I still end up with 100 points and average 25.
I mean, but that's 64? The thing, though. Giannis didn't have 10 the other games. I
know that's how he averaged 42. I'm just saying that.
No, and I get that, Mars, but I'm saying, like, first things first, Giannis averages 30 points a game. But second things also, like, he had 64 on him. I think that would,
and he had 50.
Glaring. That's glaring. Like and that's a lot for them to miss in that series. But I also do gotta ask you guys this. So Giannis in the finals. Obviously, he hyperextends his knee.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, he's out. This year, it's a chance that he could be out and they could lose this series. Does this start a narrative, Chill? Because I know you're a big guy on availability. Guys getting injured and breaking down late into the year. Does this start a narrative?
The last year when he got hurt, I mean, he did come back and he was awesome. Still, it wasn't like he came back and he was a shell of what he was. I mean, I watched that. I was actually at the game. I think it was game 4 when he had 38 and 15 in Miami. So I was at that game when he went off on them. So I don't think that's the issue in terms of his health. If he could still play, I mean, we saw him hyperextend his knee. I thought he was going to be out for the rest of the playoffs. And he comes back and he's catching lobs and getting N1 dunks and scoring 50 in the finals. So the issue with Giannis is, does he want to go to – that's why they got Dame. Does he want to go to the stripe in the meat and potatoes of the game? Does he want the ball when the game gets close? That's the issue with Giannis. It's not necessarily how he's going to hold up in terms of health, because we've seen him in terms of his health. We've seen him actually come back from pretty bad injuries and be effective.
I'm just excited to see Tyrese Halliburton playoff translation. That's all I'm excited to see.
It's the hoop guys, Chilltown. The hoop guys. That's what it is. You sold your brother.
Oh damn!
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. You got to pay.
You think he had anything to do with that, Ox?
Yeah, 100%. I'm on record 3 times holding Giannis accountable while everybody turned the cheek. Oh, well, Woj said he didn't. I don't give a damn what Woj said. He sold Drew, and now the game gods are coming back for their pound of flesh.
All right, y'all. I got super chats to get into, and we are still going to talk about the Magic and the Cavs too. But I'm gonna go ahead and dive into some super chats. Yersta said, referring to a 25-year-old plus grown man as quote unquote white boys, HMM, spending 40 minutes on a race talk. Gilbert Arenas PC edition today.
What happened?
It's been cringe today, man. Replacing ticket with a pseudo woke ticket.
Pseudo.
Oh, so you're saying I'm pseudo woke ticket?
Yes.
What was ticket like?
You, but not woke.
The unpseudo woke version.
That's the super chat just said it.
Wait, pull the super chat up again. Pull the super chat up again so I can finish reading it.
Swap. So you gonna act like you don't know about ticket? You ain't never seen.
No, I'm saying I only have good memories of him being there arguing with y'all. I used to,
man. I missed it.
When I was a fan, I was just a fan of the show, just a young grasshopper out here in these content streets. I knew Damo. Obviously, me and Damo became friends, but Damo also didn't acknowledge me all the time as well. But that's my friend. H&M spending 40 minutes on race talk. I didn't start the race talks. That's funny. I'm getting called pseudo woke ticket. This man, Grandpa George from Boondocks over here, is the one that started that. So this ain't got nothing to do with
me. It was
me.
supposed to be something. It was supposed to be light, like haha. Okay, move on. Instead,
hold on. So you think colorism is light? Is that what I'm? Is that what I'm?
Is the woke?
No, he thinks you're light. He thinks you're light. That's crazy. Hey, but
this is what we got to. This is what we got to deal with, Damo. This is what we got to put up with on the regular with this dude.
Swipe, it's good to know. Whole time I thought Ticket was gone. He been here this whole time, bro. That's what's up. Bro.
That's crazy. Yo, take that mask off.
apparently.
Take that mask off, man. Come on.
Hey, take that mask off.
You ain't gotta switch up your whole game.
Is that Ticket Sosa?
All right. Youngster sent through a super chat and said, "Okay, guys, moving on. He's tired of our antics today, so let's clean it up. Let's get back to the super chats and let's stay on topic for Youngster's sake." Also, I do want to shout out the Players' Choice group Telegram sports community where we're talking all type of sports, boxing, hockey, soccer. You know, we do got a soccer specialist up here. He just acts like he doesn't like soccer. But we're talking everything. Join the Telegram group chat. You'll get a free 2-week trial period. And you'll see really how crazy and gutta it is in these Telegram streets.
Shout out UFC 300.
Facts. Hey, shout out this weekend. Boy, hey. I can't wait for that fight. Just
What
put it
fight?
like that. The Haney fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about me and you. I'm about to knock your ass out when I see
Oh
you.
my god.
Oh, okay.
Sick of Ron ass.
Look, check it out. You ain't got I'm the
Ron
least of
think
your
he funny.
concern.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Ron think he funny. All right, now you're putting jokes out there. Okay. All right, bro. I see you.
I'm the least of your concerns. Swiping you too, Ox. Y'all need to worry about each other. All right.
What's that mean?
For what?
What does that mean?
For what? PC weekend.
What's PC weekend?
We setting up y'all boxing match. Ticket ain't here, so now it's you
We
two.
not in a box, man.
Box for what? I'm not boxing. I'm not
Okay.
boxing.
No, I'm
with
not
dude that be
boxing
in
my
the gym
brother.
with
Oh
you.
no, I would never do that. That's
I
my
wouldn't box my brother. See, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all want to pit us
Look at
against
that.
each other.
See?
See,
Talk
man.
about
Oh man.
Right.
All right, next
Ox,
super
you
chat.
just
y'all both
said that.
Right.
Ox, you just
Well,
said that
nah,
you'll
that's-
whoop your own brother ass. This
That's
your brother
different.
right here.
Chill. He not one of us. He working
Oh,
with them.
Okay. So
Him and really, see, really, the whole time y'all thought Swiper was in the house with Mars.
Ah.
I got a new housemate.
I ain't even know.
All right, no doubt.
I
No
even
doubt.
know
I'm
for
gonna
real.
just get back to the super chats.
Ox turned into Dr. Lumbar. All right, go ahead.
Man,
Next.
I
What's
told you how I
Dr.
feel about
Umar.
Dr. Y'all know how I feel about Dr. Umar. I catch up with him. I'm putting my hands on him.
Oh, but he's one of us.
He not one of us. He a sucker for real.
All right.
All this because he's a milkman. It's crazy. All right, next.
No,
next super chat.
that's not it. That's not it. That has nothing to do. This is business. He did some foul shit. A business oriented, 2-hour business. 100% black owned business. And then when he was put in check for that, he wanted to start blocking everybody, and he did not apologize or support a black business when he tried to destruct our black business, which is 100%
Umar.
black owned. And yeah, so man, fuck Dr. Umar.
Nah, I get you. I understand. There's a lot of people
That's on Roberta.
but support, yeah, absolutely support black businesses. This is tax day. You're getting your tax return instead of spending that money at Best Buy. Support your local black business.
But with that being said, though, Swiper, I do enjoy some premium almond milk. Believe that.
It's soy milk too.
Yeah, Ron and
right,
Ox were roommates in college. We know that. All right, go ahead, bro.
SMN R&DM said, also, I don't like people counting the Clippers out. I feel like the only Mavs fan shaking in my pants.
Latest white
What?
All right,
Easy,
Swiper.
brother. Easy, brother.
All right, man.
One take I'll never change. Kawhi gives me nightmares.
Hell yeah. When he healthy, please. When he is healthy, he is pretty awesome.
We fine on Kawhi. We don't worry.
Mm-hmm. I think that you're in the minority, Mars.
Wow, calling me a minority.
Swiper Gones had to redirect his anger, man.
I don't know, Chill. I don't know if you're beating these allegations right now. You're not helping yourself.
Let me rephrase that. Mars, you are in the minority when it comes to the opinion of Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs when he's healthy.
Yeah, you've already made your bet.
Now you gotta lay in it.
It's too late. I'm already in it. What can I say?
Marcus FRM626 said, how can Atlanta and Chicago make it when the record will still end up worse than Philly and Miami?
That's so crazy, bro.
Oh, because the playing is stupid.
That's why.
Wait. No.
That reason
Actually,
right
no. The playing is a good thing. I'm happy we have.
I'm sure you are.
Nah,
I'm
man.
sure.
I recant everything I said about the plan. The plans are awful. It's an awful thing. Plans are just terrible. They're useless. A waste of time. Why are we doing this? If you're a top 8 seed, you should be in the playoffs. That's it.
All right, y'all. Context Clue sent through a super chat and said Derek Lively's mom was dealing with cancer and she recently passed away around April 3rd. That's why he missed the last 7 to 8 games.
Yeah, his mother died.
Mama Lively,
he was already dealing with that anyway, and she just passed away. That was unfortunate. And that super chat was because I had said Derek Lively had missed some time, and he was just putting some context on it. But I mean, I don't think voters take that into consideration when guys miss time. I mean, I don't think that they look at it. I mean, if I missed 30 games because I tore my Achilles for the last 30 games of the season, that's probably going to affect my All-NBA status, even without before the 65 games came into play. I think that's going to affect me making an All-NBA team.
Wait, so how about y'all were talking about the first team rookie and second team
we was talking about being an all league rookie guy, and we were talking about Derek Lively possibly being first team, and I was thinking about the time that he had missed, not just these last like week and a half, but he had also missing time because he rolled his ankle, and we were talking about Jaime Jaquez, how good he's been, and the rest of those guys. So
Polar Bear said Brunson has a better OEPM, EPM, OBPM, BPM, estimated wins, and VORP than Tatum.
Yes, Mars, the VORP. You know how the VORP works, Mars. You know how the VORP works. The VORP matters.
I do not know what these stats mean, and I will not elaborate further.
Right. So
I think that's definitive proof that Jalen Brunson is a better player.
Loki,
I don't know what more you need.
Based solely on what? Based solely on what, Mars?
The numbers that determine the better player. Like,
Which one particularly, Mars?
I mean, obviously, like EPM and OBPM is cool, but if the VORP says it, like, what are we talking about right now? Can you question the VORP?
No.
Hey, Mars, what is Mars? What is OPEM?
It's offensive box plus minus.
Wait, which one? OBPM or OEPM?
I don't know. It's too many letters.
OBPM is offensive box plus minus. OEPM is offensive estimated plus minus. There you go.
Well, that's just
yeah, I know. Is
that another hypothetical stat?
Yeah.
My favorite stat when I read.
I thought BPM was beats per minute.
No,
no, that's just Dr. Talk.
No, look, I'm checking my posts.
We care about stats, but my new favorite stat that I found out through Twitter: kitchen sink win probability.
Kitchen sink win probability. What does that mean?
Yes. Lord knows, but Jokic leads.
Basketball. Basketball.
Yes.
Can we rewind real quick? Yes, Damo. Estimated offensive estimate box plus minus, which means that it's not what you do, it's what we think you're gonna do.
That's crazy.
Hey man,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Or close to what you've done. Not exactly what you did, but no, we kind of estimating what you did.
I'm about to say, if we get to a point in basketball conversations where not only are we talking about estimated whatever stat, let somebody like Swiper bring up somebody kitchen sink ratings per hour against me in the basketball I'm reverting back to my old ways of who cares about advanced stats at that point. Kitchen sink.
Come back to the good side.
I'm about to come back to the good side, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you because now we going too far left, and I'm not with this. I was trying to be optimistic. Nah,
the kitchen sink. Wouldn't that be like you throwing everything at them except the kitchen sink? So that would mean that the kitchen sink would equal everything. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong.
Whole time is probably just your blocks plus your assists minus your turnovers or something. I don't know.
Basketball. That's all I got to say about that.
Yersta with yet another super chat. He said, Mars, who faces harder defenses, Luka or Jokic? And do you take that into account when evaluating them as players? For example, if Shaq doesn't face as much defensive issues due to mismatch compared to Kobe.
How can we tell who's facing harder defenses? Is it like just based on our opinion or what defense is harder? Like I know Luka gets blitzed more than anyone in the league, but that's by him running a bunch of pick and roll in front of the defense, so you're going to blitz. Whereas if Jokic plays at the free throw line, how do you blitz someone at the free throw line? You're already in the middle of the defense. So like they just play in different spots, so they're going to get different coverages that are harder. Like it's harder. It's going to be automatically harder to send, no pun intended, the kitchen sink at someone when they're already in the middle of your defense. Like it's already going to be harder to do that. Luka's playing in front of the defense, so you can send people at him. So I think if Luka does get more attention from the defense, which I think he does, I think is based on the fact that he's playing in spots that it's easier to send more at him. I think it's harder to send things at Jokic's way because of where he plays on the floor. And also, I mean, this applies to Luka too, but you send doubles at Jokic, like he's gonna pick you apart, especially if you can see where the double's coming from, which is why he plays in the middle of the floor and in the post, because he can see where the double's coming from. So I don't think that would really apply to those two, but I do think the amount of defensive attention you get and how you create for your teammates off of that is important, which is why Luka's one of the best playmakers I've ever seen.
Those dudes are really good at basketball.
Can I just really say, just real quick, the unpredictable catch all metric named KWPA, kitchen sink win probability added. The fact that factors in all box score stats like rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. They also do a great work examining clutch shooting and pace of play in the NBA.
Hey man, yes, respect kitchen sink. What are we talking about?
If you lead kitchen sink, you're the best player in the world. Apparently, I don't know. This is crazy. It covers everything.
You guys need to have some respect for the kitchen sink, man.
At this point, now I'm about to find the top 10 leaders in kitchen sink, and I'm pushing propaganda.
Is it a coincidence that all these advanced metrics are just being created at the same time Jokic is going on his run, and he just so happens to lead in all of these new stats that have just been made in the last 2 seasons?
I don't believe in coincidence. I do not believe in.
They used to do that for LeBron. They've been doing that for LeBron forever.
They have a stat called LeBron. They have a stat called LeBron.
Oh, I've seen that. Matter of fact, Damo, didn't you share that in the group, Damo? Or was that?
Well, I don't know if I shared it in the group, but they do have a LeBron stat. They have a Draymond stat too. It's a Draymond.
What is it? What the James stat?
How many niggas you can punch in 2 weeks?
What is it?
It's an acronym for
yeah, the both of them are acronyms for whatever it is, but I forget what
it's luck adjusted box regularized.
Yeah, luck. Yeah, they're adjusting for luck, buddy. Listen, when I realized that I didn't know it was so easy for people to create stats. I didn't know you could do that. Like I genuinely went through my time of knowing basketball just thinking, hey, you let the pros worry about making these new stats. We just absorb the knowledge. No, you can really just buy information and create a stat. I know a kid.
Sure, Damo.
I didn't know that though.
Yes.
He pays for Ben Taylor's I don't know what it is, package or whatever it is, and he gets exclusive stats, and he has his own stat. I'm about to make my own stat, no cap.
Right. How many
back picks, box plus minus?
How many times have you heard? How many times have you heard? Yo, this guy averages 27 points on a Tuesday in January for the last 10 years. How many times have you heard some dumb shit like that?
Ever since LeBron came around, they've been doing shit like this. Like, oh, did you know that when it's raining on a Thursday, LeBron? Right. Like, bro, I don't want to hear that. But I'm about to make me a stat too. I'm making a stat for sure.
I think advanced stats, like if you understand advanced stats, I don't mind you using them, because people who understand them don't use them to push mindless agendas. People who don't end up using crazy things. But I stopped like, I don't respect them when they change the formulas because Russell Westbrook broke it. When he did that, I was like, okay, I can't take this serious. Russell Westbrook was so far ahead of everyone in like VORP and BPM when his MVP season. They changed the formula because it was like, nah, this can't run. It's unacceptable. So they changed the formula. I was like, okay, yeah. That's
shout out Russ, man. And that's because it's top 5.
Like, that's insane to me. Like, Russ had like by far the highest like BPM and VORP season ever. And now you look at his MVP season, it's like 20th all time. They just changed the formula because they didn't want Russ to lead it. That's crazy.
Which I can,
man, that's like, messed up, man.
Some people don't feel the VORP, quote unquote. I dig that. I actually dig that stat because I think that's the epitome of the league MVP. Value over replacement player. That means when you off the floor, how good is your crew?
But is it value over the person that specifically comes in the game?
No, it's
you
like
or the person that's playing that.
Whoever comes in the game.
Ox, it gets nasty, Ox.
Russell Westbrook now has the 25th highest VORP season of all time, after he was by far number one before they changed the formula. So,
all right, fellas, we gotta keep it pushing. Gotta keep it pushing. SMN R&DM said media calling for the Lakers to lose is so stupid. Yeah, going another one game playing just to avoid the Nuggets. Also, we need to face them anyway.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Any idiot is out there saying, "Hey, man, to avoid the Nuggets, maybe you do want to lose the first game." And what? Play the Kings in a one-game eliminations? Oh my God, no! I don't even want to be in a play-in. Get out of the play-in as quick as possible and do what you got to do. Whether it is face the Nuggets first, whoever first, it don't matter. Why are we sitting here? Oh, man, honestly, you should tank it, lose on purpose, so then you can win. We're not that good to lose on purpose. That's not how we rock. Like, no, the Lakers aren't that good of a team.
You can't lose on purpose in single game elimination.
I need y'all to do the right thing here. Y'all are the best franchise in the history of basketball. Y'all need to fall on the grenade, fall on the sword for your up north brothers. We are family, Damo.
Damo, you know why
don't let us play the Pelicans.
He don't want nothing to do with the Pelicans. That's why he wants y'all.
He said lose so we can beat you.
Yeah, that's why.
What he's saying.
I don't want nothing to do with the Kings and the play-in. Nah, buddy. You made your bed, so now you gotta stay there. Nah, you're playing the Pelicans. No, we are not. Nah,
the Kings gonna worry about beating the Warriors first. Like we just gonna act like the last time they seen Steph Curry in an elimination game, it ain't go pretty.
That's true. But I think we can handle those guys. I think we got something for them. And I'm not looking past the Warriors. Believe you me, I respect Steph Curry, but I think we can get them.
Just have fans start throwing chicken on the court for Zion, man. You good?
Another super chat from DSG Piccolo. He said kitchen sink win probability added KWPA. Been around since 2014, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, Mars,
I know that's like a lot of the advanced that LeBron was created in 2014, I think too. Like a lot of them get created that year.
Before today, Mars, I had never heard kitchen sink. I never heard that before. Before you just brought that up today, I never heard that. It's the first time I ever heard
the advanced stats go crazy. I'm on like the MVP race section of Twitter. So I'm seeing all the advanced stats that the Nuggets fans are throwing to say Jokic is the MVP. And then I'm seeing everything the Luka fans are saying. And then I'm seeing the occasional OKC fan like, hey, Shay's the 1 seed. Like I'm seeing all of it. So like it's interesting over there.
Hey, Damo, you know what's going to piss me off? Is I'm going to sit down for a whole week and create a stat. I'm going to be sitting, I'm going to do it, I'm going to bring it to y'all. Mars going to be like, that exists already, actually. That's
and playing
you just explained the cabinet seasoning stat, buddy. I don't know I don't know if you knew that or not. Like, yeah.
And playing the Pelicans, Ox, that's also gonna piss you off too. I'm sorry.
I'm not tripping. WNBA is on the way, man.
LA Flight said dub chat, dub goofies.
Oh dub.
Marcus FRM 626 said, if you look at the records, how can Atlanta or Chicago get in?
Those are not playoff teams.
It's criminal.
They're not playoff teams. They're not. I already said it. I said it this morning, Ron. They are that college team that's like 11-19 or some dumb shit like that got into the conference tournament and ended up going on a run and ended up winning the tournament and then got into the NCAA tournament as a 14 or 15 seed and got smoked in the first round. That's not a playoff team. Get out of here, yo. No, I'm not trying to hear that. That is not a playoff team. Everything about this thing stinks. And by the way, it's not a coincidence that the two play-in teams that was in the Eastern Conference last year, the 9 and the 10 seed, who are they this year? The same two teams from last year. The exact same two teams from last year.
So you think they should have just tanked and they could have been better now?
I don't know what they're doing in Chicago, to be quite honest with you. When they lost Lonzo, that threw a monkey wrench in everything that they was doing. But I just think that the play-in tournament is so dumb. 7 games under 500. That's not a playoff team.
Chill. You remember the guy used to come up on chill with chill and told us like Chicago don't even have a shooting coach, or what was it? They don't got the skill.
Yes, he did say that he did not. They don't have a shooting coach, and that blew my mind. Straight blew my mind that they don't have a shooting coach.
They're not trying to win.
I don't understand exactly what it is they do.
I don't get how they get an opportunity, but we can be 500 and be the 11th seed.
Because you ain't in the Eastern Conference, Mars. That's why.
Stupid conference.
Well, because that's what happens. You got to pay the price to live in a great state of Texas.
The Rockets have this is the most wins an 11 seed has had in history.
About that.
The Western Conference.
First time a conference has had 11 teams over 500 or better. So,
well, the Rockets have been known to make history. They are the only 6 seed to win the NBA championship too. So,
SMN R&DM said, Damo, gotta say that NBA X was POG.
I'm assuming
new advanced that.
Okay.
I'm assuming he meant Pogs. I would hope.
Yeah,
I hope he meant a piece of garbage.
Yeah,
I'm not. I hope he's not saying a piece of garbage because we got to fight. But yeah, I'm assuming he's saying Pog. Go ahead.
But gotta show KG more love. I hate when my favorite player of all time goes missing in y'all minds.
I mean, I don't think he went missing. Someone threw KG in the lineups. He wasn't in my lineup just because he ain't made the cut. And when you know what my defense was with Wemby. Come on. Who need KG when you got a Wemby out there?
Yersta with the super chat said, just to clarify, bros, I didn't mean any offense to anyone up there, even Swiper by my original comment. Much love.
Too late. You offended everyone.
Nah. All offense.
Yeah, facts, ballers. Intel, the only Pog I know is spelled P-A-W-G. I don't know P-O-G.
All right. We got some new members today. Alan L. ironically became a new member today. Bubba Yusufa became a new member today as well. And we also got some member super chat. So let me go ahead and show them some love. Devin, who caught some strays earlier today, said, can we talk about how OKC can be successful?
By beating every team in the West.
Low key.
Shea got a carry.
No,
and Chet got a ball out too.
Shout out to Chet.
Facts.
Tough Bradley said, hello, guys. I recently argued with my friends about who had the better offensive peak, Giannis or Karl Malone. I think Malone did. What do y'all think?
Criminal offense? Yeah,
I think the same
criminal
thing,
offense
man.
for sure. Mm-hmm.
How did this
same
even
thing,
come up as a conversation?
Well, because they're probably talking about who's the best power forwards of all
I
time.
can't believe he was the one arguing for number 32. How could you?
Offensive peaks and you go Giannis at power forward? I guess. That's crazy.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna say Dirk. I mean, you can even argue KG. There's a couple players you will argue before.
Oh, over Giannis for sure. Giannis ain't even better than Charles Barkley. But like,
and I'm about to say we ain't even got to Barkley yet, and you still got plenty of people before you get to Giannis in terms of offensive peaks.
Yeah,
Maybe it's meant from a production standpoint. I guess I don't know.
I'll tell you, I still got Kevin McHale. I haven't seen any block work like that. I mean, except for Hakeem Olajuwon, of course. Kevin McHale's block work is impeccable. Or was impeccable. So
I think Malone had a better offensive peak than Giannis.
I have no comment on him. I just know Giannis' offensive peak isn't that high.
Leaf Diggy sent through a super chat. I can't see the emoji, but he said emoji to me first. Chill, Bobby, Swiper, Ron. Hashtag Leaf is him.
Okay, he identifies as a man. Okay.
Yeah.
SMN R&DM said Swiper getting bullied. Latinos have feelings too, y'all. Stop.
that was no Damo.
Damo, it's all it started was he was asking about the sweaters, right? And he was asking about the light sweater, like
the one that Ron got on right now.
And I said to him that if you put that on, it would basically just blend you in with the sweater because you light skin. Next thing I know, I done started a fight. I'm like, wait a minute. it was supposed to be a lighthearted joke, only except now, you know, we're in a bar and tables getting flipped over and bottles getting broken over the bar. Like, wait a minute.
See, sure, that's the thing. It wasn't all that, you know, the bar. Nobody was flipping tables because why? Because Swiper's light skinned. So he took it. He got all emotional because he's light skinned. You know what I'm saying? And start hollering. He didn't flip nothing. Ain't nobody getting touched, but he just gonna cause a scene, you know.
Then he had the nerve to say that him and me were the same complexion. I'm like, wait, what the hell going on here? Am I losing my wait a minute, what? No, we ain't. No, we are not.
SMN R&DM with yet another super chat. He said, nah, chill. You hunt matchups is fine. if it is the 3 or 4. But losing and playing another play-in one game where they can catch a hot Steph and lose, suicide.
I don't think that they purposely are going to lose. I don't. But I think that they look at Oklahoma City as a better matchup. Now, don't get me wrong. In a one-game play-in, in a one-game playoff, you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to do that. But I think that the Lakers, they wouldn't be totally upset if they lost to the Pelicans. I don't think they'd be like
Damu or Damu. I'm gonna go with Damu. Damu said, "Who would a first-round exit look worser for, Phoenix or Minnesota?"
Worser.
Phoenix.
So the worstest would be the Celtics. That would be the worstest.
The worstest would be the Nuggets.
Right. The Nuggets might be the worstest, actually. I mean, that's the defending NBA champs.
You guys are mean.
Yeah, y'all did that to Swipe it. Now y'all doing that to Damu.
Worst is not a word. Okay, first and foremost.
Like English might not be his first language. You didn't think about that, did you? We might have a multicultural audience. Here we go, being racist again.
We do have a multicultural office. We do have a multicultural
and English. He might.
I do know that
he's trying to support the show, and here you are coming at his grammar, and he giving his hard-earned money, and instead of answering the question, you want to criticize his grammar. Okay. I'm here for you, dummy. I'm picking the Sun. It's worse for the Sun.
That's not his first day. That's number one, because I've seen him before. Number two, anybody knows it's worse, and worst. There's no worser. And
not everybody knows that.
Yes, they do. If you've been in school, you know that double syllables like worser is not a word.
He might not be from the English education system. English might not be his first language. We don't know. So I'm not going to assume. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Shout out, Damu. SMN R&DM with yet another super chat today. He said, problem with 1 to 16, the schedule will be crazy. Teams traveling to play East Coast teams 3 times is crazy. You will have to play same games versus East and West.
I don't think the travel is going to be that big a deal now, considering where we are when it comes to technology. If this ain't the 70s where you got to sit in the airport for 3 hours and be flying commercial, or or the 80s, stuff like that. Nah, this ain't like that, So I don't think the travel is going to be that big a deal.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you get to the end of the series where it's like 1-1-1, but like when it's 2 games at home, 2 games on the road, I mean, you're traveling like 3 times. Like the only series that would be crazy is like if the Blazers played like Miami or something. Like, okay, I guess. But like,
or when the Sonics come back and play the Heat.
Yeah, that too. But
whenever that is, that'd be great. By the way, Ron, whenever that is.
I mean, that's the furthest flight, but still, it's not really a big deal. Like, to me, if you're in an airplane for 2 hours, I might as well be in an airplane for 3 hours. If I'm in an airplane for 4 hours, Portland to Miami is a 5.5 hour flight. Okay, it's not really that big a deal. We're sitting, we're comfortable, we're chilling. It's not that serious. I don't think.
They got PJs.
You know how long a 5-hour flight is?
5.5.
Yeah, I just got off of one.
Yeah, like man.
Oh, Mars, that ain't nothing. Take a nap, watch a movie. You there?
Oh my God! For speaking of movies, if y'all haven't seen that movie, I just watched it on the plane just yesterday. If you haven't seen that movie, Iron Claw, don't watch it. Oh my God!
Oh, I thought you were about the Big Up movie. Okay,
that's what I was about to say. That's what we were about to do, Dabo. I was like, I'm about to go see Iron Claw.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it's a sad movie. Like, I'm sitting next to this lady, we talking. She worked for Google. We on the flight on the way to San Francisco. We talking. I'm watching the movie, and she looking at me like, "Is this nigga crying?" But I was almost crying on that plane. I'm like, "Oh, there ain't no way this is good. There ain't no damn way this is happening in this movie right now." But I hate that movie.
The reason why your question was skipped, Ben, is the same reason why people who buy tickets to NBA games get kicked out. You think just because you bought a ticket, you can just come and say whatever you want? No, that's not the way this works.
What was his question? I don't even know what his question was. It might have been a question.
Well, he actually his super chat was kind of wild.
No.
Okay, no, man.
All right, well, Yeah, Ben Maris, you kind of got your bag
No.
with your super
No.
chat.
Oh,
You got your
okay.
bag. Yeah, you got
I
you
seen
got
it.
your
I
bag.
seen
Like
it.
Ben, yeah, you know.
Hey,
what
to
it
answer the
is.
question,
Mars is so nasty.
my money,
Literally and figuratively.
to answer
Mars,
the question.
no, Mars, no.
Oh, okay.
Nah, go
I
ahead.
had to answer for you, Ben. I was
Go
trying to-
ahead. By all means, go ahead.
Ron, you
Nah,
the
it's
open
cool.
daughter.
Run hating. I was going to answer the question. I was trying to give him his money's worth, but I guess.
I don't even understand.
Give
the
them all
question.
$2
That's
worth.
weird.
My money for sure on Wemby or Bobo. For sure.
Wow.
I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm good.
Yo.
All right.
Bro,
Jay
you are a
said
sick dude,
the Bucks,
Bobo
the
on a
Bucks
sneaky
haven't
contender too.
the Bucks haven't played the Pacers with Siakam yet. They haven't played the Pacers with Siakam yet.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's different. Different team. Yeah.
SMN R&DM also said, "LOL, chill. Is Luka the second biggest hater after Ox?
Is the
Oh,
chill,
Chill is the Luka's second biggest hater.
Ron,
after
you know
Ox.
how this goes, man. Like a player, whoever that player is, whether it's Luka, whether it's Jason Tatum, whether it's because I deal with these people all the time. If you don't think they're the best player in the league, you hate them. It's that simple.
I'm always saying good things about Luka, but I'm gonna stop saying good things about Luka.
For real.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
So I can
If
be
you
a
don't think they're
hater
the
for real.
best player in the league, you hate them.
I'll show you how to hate.
Even though Miles and I already had a conversation, and I think that there is nobody in the league who scores easier than Luka, but I hate him according to you because I don't think he's the best player in the league. So whatever.
Dorian Clayton said, "The story of the Von Erich brothers is sad. Great pro wrestling family, but sad story. So bad, they say the family was cursed."
Yeah, they say because Von Erich wasn't the dad's last name. He changed it, took the mom's last name, and they said when he did that, that made him cursed. And I'll tell you what, man. I never even heard of him. I realized it was a true story when I was watching it. I could not believe that damn story, bro. That shit was killing me.
Yeah, me too.
Not for real, Mars. Like for real, this ain't no trolling matter, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, Mars.
My fault for being on the same page, but I guess my bad.
Nah, bro, like it's crazy. Last time I cried in the movie was that Kevin Hart movie when the wife died right after giving birth. I could not take it. I was like, oh no.
Whatever that movie's called.
I watched that shit like my girl was like 6-7 months pregnant. I watched that. I was like, oh my God.
I had to turn that shit off. I was like, I'll try this again later.
I couldn't imagine.
Last time I cried in the movie was when Bambi died.
Hey, Duke, it doesn't matter to explain it. Hey, Duke, Baylocks, it doesn't matter to explain it because if I don't think Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the game, I hate him. No matter how I've seen him in the past, no matter what he's done in the past, no matter what I've said about him, if I don't think he's the best player in the game, I hate him. So there's no reason to even explain it to these dudes. None whatsoever.
Well, Duke is the Kawhi Leonard hater.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he hates
I don't even know why you even talking.
If you on the same side of
Kawhi
Duke,
name out your freaking mouth.
Right. I'm a Kobe hater, even though the best game that I ever witnessed in my life with my own eyes, I was at the game, was with Bryant. But I hate the dude. Yeah,
oh, I thought you were talking about the one-on-one game between you and Kobe.
Yeah, that's why you hating. 11.
What's up, Dama?
That scene when he dropped off the daughter with the wife's parents. He was like, listen, I just know they can do better for you than what I can. It was teary out when he walked off. Oh my God. Oh, I felt it. I was like, oh my God.
I'm about to start my camera off, Ron.
I had to call my mama.
I know you about to read another super chat, Ron, but I gotta tell you, when Mr. T pushed Mickey down them steps and killed him, oh, I was sick. When Rocky standing over Mickey, I was sick to my stomach. I could not stop crying. I'm not gonna lie, Damo. I wanted to kill Mr. T. I hated that dude.
What about when Drago pummeled?
That was just dumb. That was just dumb. Stop the damn fight. What are you doing? Stop the fight. Anyway, I'm sorry, Ron. Super chats.
NFN Rose said, "Is Mars black?"
He Jamaican.
Hello, his name's Mars Blackman. Hello.
That's a hell of an accusation from
Mars. You already told us. You said you already said you was Jamaican.
No, I said Bumbleclaw and you ran with it. That's what I ain't never said I was Jamaican.
Oh, you're a bum. See, this is
I ain't never said I was Jamaican.
Mars, you never told me that you're
trolling about being Jamaican. That's crazy.
I ain't never said
Oh my god.
I ain't never said that. You just ran with it. Like I ain't say that. If I say ni hao, you gonna think I'm Chinese? Like
Yo, when we picked Mars up from the airport, I could have swore he had on some green, yellow, and red socks. So,
Mars, you have Jamaican
White,
people. Hold on.
White,
Mars, do you have Jamaican people in your family?
Maybe I don't know.
That's a yes or no question, Mars. Do you have Jamaican people in your family? Yes or
Sorry,
no?
I don't know my lineage. My fault.
How do you not know,
I got
Mars?
abducted. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Here we go. Racist again. Nah, whatever. Never mind.
Anyway, go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
Damu said, "Can you be a great scorer and not be a great offensive player?" Example: Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
yes, obviously.
Yes. Carmelo Anthony.
You can be a great offensive player and not be a great scorer.
Oh yeah, Chris Paul.
Draymond Green.
Relax, bro.
That's a
Hey, yo, Ron, send yourself to hell, bro. Get up out of here.
Oh I think Carmelo was a great offensive player, but I don't know. Great is subjective.
Yeah, this guy to be.
I think he was.
Episode today.
I think he was more of a bucket getter than he was because when I think about an offensive player, Mars, I think about a complete player. I think Carmelo was more of a bucket getter than he was a great all-around offensive player. Now, don't get me wrong, scoring is a part of offense. I won't argue that. But in terms of an all-around offensive player, he was definitely a better scorer than he was an offensive player.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all. Yeah.
Welcome
We
back.
got more super chats. We got a few more. All right, let's do this whole speed reading thing. Modest Review said 09 Wade.
No, there is some version of Kobe he's got to be better than, right? Like,
oh, better than what he means by any version means like the best Kobe. That's what he means. Any version, like every version
That's
of Kobe.
just not true.
09 Wade is better.
That is not true.
09 Wade is better than rookie Kobe. He means any version of Kobe you want to put against 09
and that's
Wade,
not true.
Yeah, no.
That is not true.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
I've seen someone make a TikTok about it. Someone.
So for the record, at no point, and don't get me wrong, I think he was awesome, but at no point was Wade ever better than Bryant ever.
Now y'all can't call him a Kobe hater. Look at that.
At no point was he ever bad. I put him in the same category with Jordan and Drex. As awesome as Drex was, at no point was Drex ever better than Jordan. As awesome as Dwayne Wade was, and he was fantastic, at no point was he ever better than Bryant. Ever.
Man, D Wade got to beat the Manu Ginobili allegations about Kobe. I don't know what we talking about.
They both got to beat the Manu allegations. I'm trying not to say nothing. So I'm just going.
What?
Football Breakdown said Bron has been the best small forward this year. Can we be honest?
Bron's played the power forward this year.
So no.
Bron been showing out these last.
If you give 09 Wade prime Shaquille O'Neal, I'm talking about 02 Shaq, 01 Shaq. Come on.
He didn't have that, but he didn't have that though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If you give 09 Wade, 01 Shaq, that's
what? A championship?
It's better than Kobe and Shaq, is what I'm saying.
So they go 15-0. They go 15-0.
Ron, send them to hell.
Oh, no.
Right.
First T-Mac, now D Wade. We're going to talk about the fact that Ox is a Kobe hater.
Fellas, later.
All right.
I am a Kobe hater.
Oh yeah, I know, because we did your team, all of that. Yeah. At least you honest about it.
All right, y'all. We almost out of here. We almost done. Alan L sent through a super chat and said, Mavs versus Celtics finals. L-Dub, L-Ox. Hi, Mars.
Hello, Alex.
Damn.
L-Dub for sure. But it's Mavs Sixers. I already told you, it's Mavs Sixers.
I'm going to break into the database and block Alan R.
You want me to block him? I could do that.
No, I don't want anybody to know.
Get my cash app, son. AB.
Okay, cash app.
Okay. Culture
I'm gonna break into your cash app.
Oh man,
you do that, you're gonna be disappointed. It's gonna be wasted time, brother. Culture Son says Suns might beat the Pups in 5.
4.
Bring out them brooms, man.
Green said Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals predictions. I got LA Clippers over Phoenix, and Philly over Boston.
He right
That's
about
fine.
Philly over
That's
Boston.
fine.
Now in the conference finals, it's gonna be the Mavs over the Nuggets. Mavs Philly in the finals. Philly in 6.
Oh shit.
Okay.
That's
I'm gonna be
boring. I
right
wouldn't
once.
even
I'm
watch
gonna be
that.
right.
That's boring. What?
Mavs Philly, I wouldn't even watch that. That'd be.
He thinks Embiid's a bum and Luka throws grenades. He's not gonna enjoy that stick.
He's gonna be miserable that finals.
Yeah, I wouldn't even watch.
4 Memo said, "Does Ox still got to pay that bet or nah?"
What bet?
The Warriors
go.
over the Kings.
The Warriors over the. Oh. We gotta wait. I mean, the playing determines everything for me.
Yeah, that game would literally determine how much money you lose.
Yeah, I'm riding on the playoffs hard because I got a Lakers Kings bet too. So you know, if the Lakers beat the Pels, I'm screwed. So it's ugly.
Cultured Saunders said Grayson Allen just signed a 4-year, $70 million deal.
W bag chase.
Shout out Grayson. LaFlame said L Swiper, L Ron.
He don't fuck with y'all.
Damn. I don't blame him.
Coach, y'all cutting into my time. I'm supposed to be doing something important right now. Got some Puerto Rican on the way. But anyways, Culture Saunders says Swiper, the same quote-unquote dark skin as Drake.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't even know what he mean by that.
Neither do I.
Tito El Bandito said, I thought Swiper was Dominican.
Is he not?
I don't think he's the.
Dominican
I don't know.
and Puerto Rican aren't the same thing, Mars. Come on, lock in.
Oh, he's Puerto Rican. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Can't you tell you ain't seen that brother head?
Tin Man said, not gonna lie, Swiper damn near off-white. He bright skinned.
When I say see his head, I mean because it's balls, you can actually see the real color he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like Dominicans got funny heads or nothing like that. Like you
W backtrack.
Yeah, I realized how that sounded. My bad. Yeah.
Vic Da Vinci said Kawhi is the 4th best small forward ever, besides King, KD, and Larry Bird.
And Scottie Pippen.
You think Larry Bird better than Kawhi? All right, okay. Okay. Kawhi in the 80s.
You got him too low, buddy.
Okay. Now Larry, you can't tell me Larry Bird better than Kawhi.
All right, y'all. This is absolutely fitting because we're ending on a SMN RNDM super chat. He said, yo, Ox, sometimes I just want to show love and got nothing to say. So I throw out some sarcastic comic. I not like.
It's not like I was really asking.
No, he said I not like.
Man, he got a character limit.
Typo. I must say it's a typo on his phone. I want to say.
Yeah.
I was really asking for the show to not be delayed or to be delayed. No need to react like that. Love the show still.
See, like he had to put one alpha still because of the character limit.
Don't get sensitive, bro. I was, when I talk shit, that's me showing love too. So you show love your way, I show love my way.
I guess
that's that.
Soft all right, nigga, you soft ass nigga. You must be light skinned like Swiper.
All right, well, in case you don't know, PC football is coming on today on Playback. Y'all be sure to tap in. It's coming at 5:15 Eastern time. We'll be back tomorrow. Same crew, same topics, better show. Hey, tune in tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. Oh, yeah. And be sure to definitely tune in to Open Gym tomorrow. It's going down. All right, y'all. Catch you tomorrow. We out. Can't believe it.